just had a Pyru walk. You know what I'm saying? They just had a
California is
crit meeting,
lost, bro.
and
Niggas lost California, bro. Kills. Niggas lost California already, though. I don't think that
Yeah,
really matters if we wanted to.
and probably Texas too. Let's be real. They probably lost California and Texas. Let's be real.
Texas, yeah, well, yeah. I didn't even think about Texas because Texas border is probably retarded. So yeah,
And niggas in
I
Alabama
get
better look out. I'm just saying.
and that's kind of what I was saying in the monologue too. And this, look, again, it's not even proper to put it on street niggas because for real, bro, I don't think niggas really ready for this type of war. We
Like, what are
need
you
the
talking
actual
about? Like,
military. We
nah,
need
like,
but I
actually
think,
trained
I,
shooters,
like,
bro.
what are you talking about?
hey
Like,
yo, you got prison gangs, you got gangs, you got like the DC blacks, right? Like the DC blacks. These motherfuckers been going against Mexican gangs and Aryan Brotherhood for a very long time, bro. Don't think that like black gangs didn't learn from Mexican mafia gangs as in torture. We don't really know what really going out there because we not out there. These
I mean, I
motherfuckers been
feel,
fighting each other for 40 years.
I
40
feel you.
years,
Listen,
bro.
you can learn brutality very quickly. It only takes a couple ass whippings to learn a lesson, right? But I think
Yeah.
what I'm saying is like, all right, I said this on Fantastics, and I didn't want to like go down a whole conversation about strategic ideas and shit. But in Ireland, as soon as they started to feel some type of way about all the migrants, shit started burning down, bro. You ain't got no place to live. Now you on the street. Sleep out here in the cold. Let the
IRA
government
gonna
build another place for you.
Wait
Right,
a
because the
minute. Those are the
IRA,
same
that
niggas
gang,
complaining
they're a
was looting for.
nationalistic gang.
Weren't
They are
those
an
the same
ethnic
guys
national
complaining when
gang.
people was looting for justice?
Say that again.
And now you talking about burning shit down?
Hold on.
What
Start
happened
from the
to you?
beginning, Dave.
They say a lot of
When people was out there looting for justice, y'all the main ones complaining. Why y'all
Nigga, this is
burning?
survival. Fuck your punk ass justice. This is an actual survival thing. You up here looting for theoretical justice.
yo.
Niggas got Jordans and cell phones and iPhones worried about some gay ass justice ideas. No, you will eventually be replaced. People you love will be hurt. Things you love will be destroyed. And you're arguing about something stupid like justice. What is
Man, justice
justice when
like
you're
Helen
being
Keller,
invaded
bro.
by
That bitch can't
foreigners, bro?
still talk.
Bro,
You know what I'm saying?
you gotta look. There's two things you gotta think about, man. First off, you in the US major city. Ain't no way you finna be dealing with burnings and bombs when all this shit is on loan at Capital One and Bank of America and all of that. They're gonna put a stop to that shit real quick.
I don't
Okay,
think
you
yeah,
you
get
but
have
me?
an imagination for
hey,
violence, bro.
yeah,
What
yeah,
makes you
but
think nothing will happen?
yeah, but parts of Minnesota to this day
Because you don't
looks
you're not understanding. First
looks like
off,
Mogadishu.
just to hear no, first off, I don't think you have a grasp of the number differential you're talking about. Like it would literally have to.
Ye- Yeah,
You'd
but
probably have to bring in all of Venezuela.
I would agree with you normally, Dave. But if they have any sort of training, if you got switches or whatever, like some like a good
No,
paramilitary
bro.
like
No,
little bit
no,
of
no, no,
training,
no, no,
no, it's gonna make you
no,
very
no,
very deadly.
no,
Even if it's
no,
a
no.
suicide
See,
mission.
this is where the things don't translate. See, in what y'all talking about, you have home base and perimeters and all this other type of shit. You can walk around with your high powered rifle in public and do guard patrol. This is not that. Okay. You got to lay your head somewhere, bro. And just by what you're seeing, just the evidence that you actually see is there is nowhere to lay the head. That's why it's random shit. That's why it's, hey, let's try to go push up on something we don't know. And I'm pretty sure everybody's telling them, like, look, you do not want to open that can of worms. I'm pretty sure that conversation is
The other
happening
the
right
other
now because
problem here is one
there's a
second,
news
Dave.
story that happened for this morning. There were 4 people executed on the train, and everybody in Chicago was just trying to figure out who the victims were and who the shooter was. That's how tense this city is.
This is a
And
very, very heavily government funded problem. which the fact that it's government funded, it implies a lot of
Right.
down the line problems now too. So like, let's say somebody does something to a Venezuelan, right? You're going to go to jail. They probably won't go to jail. Like the Venezuelans might not get the same criminal punishment as us.
I'm gonna disagree with you on that.
So,
Well,
so
talk
you're
about
trying
it.
to say that they may make it like an H crime?
How can you disagree? We too lenient.
Y'all
They-
not thinking about it, man.
Look, Russia, you know how Russia treat their criminals? They put them under the fucking ground. Already in a fucking cold country, they already underground, bro. Ain't no way if you escape, you go out in the fucking death. Look,
Well, they're already criminals. They're already here criminally. We've total from the leftist perspective, we've redefined the concept of an illegal alien. So we don't even want to prosecute them as criminals, right? It's like beating up the teacher's pet.
wait, Hood, in your city of New York, didn't a dude beat a chick ass, got out, beat another chick ass, got out, and beat another chick ass when he a migrant?
Yeah, I think they got him after the last chick.
I know you talking about the police officers. Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah,
No,
unfortunately, those
Dude
same
smacking the
dudes
chicks
that
out.
beat up the two officers.
No, he threw a girl in front of a train. This wasn't a cop. This was a migrant. He pushed one girl in front of a train. I think she lost part of her arm. Another girl, his ex, he was just beating on her regular.
But there's also another point with that also too that I bring that up also too. They went to another state, Texas, to try to do that same shit. Texas wasn't having it. They arrested their asses and even fucking send them to jail, send them back to where they came from.
Well, which brings me to my point. You want the state on this. You don't listen. Regular people can't just do this because if you go shoot one of them niggas, you're gonna be in jail and they're gonna be home with free welfare.
Well, it depends on the prosecutor that's not going to do their job. That's just an individual prosecutor that didn't want to do his job and then prosecute those dudes that beat up the officer the first time.
Yeah, but Mel, even the prosecutors got paid off. Think of how many Soros DAs got hired around the country. Even in red states.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, y'all ain't looking at the one.
You switch a new prosecutor and all that shit and everything. Yeah, they would have probably got locked up also too.
Hey, how many shell shock veterans we got in our U.S. population? Some of them might be homeless. Think about this, yo.
Shitting on them right now.
So what you say?
So we shitting on them right now, giving these niggas all this money.
Yeah, yo. These shell, hey, think about it. A shell shock veteran right now looking at this whole entire ploy, and he understands Venezuelan. Do y'all know who the Venezuelans are in cahoots with? Russia.
Who?
Imagine having a whole sleeper spies walking across your border.
Honestly, I don't even think it's Russia so much, bro. You know what just happened this morning? The governor of New York had one of her aides, one of her top level aides, arrested for being a Chinese asset. The fucking governor of New York. Why this is not on the news? I don't know why. Because the news is faking game.
Serious?
Hold on, I don't just be bringing shit up without no facts, bro.
Dog.
I don't have a news story yet because I didn't catch any news stories, but I will show you the breaking headlines. Linda's son, ex-aide to New York Governor Hochul, arrested by the FBI and charged with acting as an undisclosed Chinese agent.
Wow. See? What? Again. How many sleeper cells have you?
But that was from the FBI. That wasn't from our governor.
The whole no. The FBI arrested a governor's former aide, so she was a Chinese spy working for the governor.
Working with her.
Does it matter? Hold on, Mel. Does it matter? Like so she quit last month.
In a way, it does, yeah.
It doesn't. You had a spy working for you. You had a fucking Chinese spy working for you.
Hey, but check this out. This ain't the first one. Dianne Feinstein, Democrat, California had one. Freaking
that one guy was
Eric Swalwell was banging old girl out.
Yeah, bro, there you go.
Fang was banging Fang out. You know what I'm saying? And he was on the intelligence committee. These cats are among you. Actually, isn't there some chicks? She doesn't even speak English on the election commission in like one of them California cities.
This is the arrest right here, apparently.
That's even worse. That's even
So All I'm trying to show you is that there is a lot more against you than just some other guys got guns. Like, oh yeah, y'all got guns, we got guns. No, it's way bigger than this, bro. This is a big ass problem.
Let's talk about the Venezuelans and everything right now, man. Like,
Yeah,
I'm starting to believe it's definitely catfish right now because I don't hear none of the tenants from that building that they said that they're taking over speaking up and saying nothing about it.
Cash money monthly. Every month they're getting that. Yes, and they're getting 6 months free rent. But this was the first time I heard about it. Now I've heard it's 2 years free rent, getting Section 8 first prioritized before the citizens.
Wow. So the Venezuelan migrants that are coming in here, they are getting 6 months free rent,
$1,000
Oh yeah, I believe on that part because
and then credit card $5,000
cash.
cash. Oh my goodness! How do people in Chicago feel about that?
Well, people are angry because there's a lot of people, that need help in Medicaid and food stamps, and they get rejected.
Tell me about the people that you've seen on the streets collecting clothes.
By my house, there's a Walgreens. There's a lot of families that go stand by the door with a pamphlet saying they need money and food, and they're Venezuelans getting money, and then they go in the bus and don't pay, go in the trains, don't pay, and they're not getting in trouble for none of the wrong things they're doing.
They can commit a crime or steal or something and nothing happens to them.
Nothing happens. They get away with everything. By my house, a car passed by. It said Venezuela in the back on the front windshield said Venezuela, and on the side of the window it said Trondale Rockwood. And they drove by my house.
What I tell you, like I'm trying to tell you, the Mexicans.
Yeah, they had in New York. They got the migrants that
remember last week?
They get like 1,500 of food stamps and 1,200 of cash assistance, or maybe vice versa. But either way, they get more than a regular person, even a person that probably got kids.
Yo, now remember a couple weeks ago we had these libtards talking about, oh, that was just fake. Y'all would actually believe everything that y'all see on the internet. Yeah, now we got somebody actually getting interviewed and confirming it. Now I want to know how many.
I got more. Listen, I got more. Apparently, somebody just got smoked. Listen. Let me say this to Chicago. Theoretically, I'm not. I don't want people to do anything because I'm not the guy. I'm a good boy. I'm a YouTuber and I make shekels on YouTube. So do me a favor and shekel me. Y'all throw a shekel at me because I'm a good guy who shekels on YouTube. And so you got to understand, I'm not suggesting anything, but if bad things were to happen to individual Venezuelan migrants to the point where they just didn't like Chicago anymore, that might kind of start to solve the problem.
Now,
Mr. O gonna protect Shocktown, man. He ain't on that shit, man, right?
Hey, I got mixed emotions on that.
Died from his injuries. Police say he was on the sidewalk when an unknown car pulled up and someone inside that car fired shots at the man, hitting him in the head. The alderman says the man was the intended target.
To all Venezuelans in Chicago, this is the warning. If you ain't on no bullshit,
We already saw this video.
stay neutral.
I don't know why they hide his face
Somebody
now.
please translate. Stay neutral. If you know somebody that's in your building on bullshit, don't let them run in that building, and don't let nobody see them run in that building. Because once word get out that that's the building that they in, they gonna chop that bitch down. Whatever building, the abandoned building y'all occupying and all
What's
that
the
shit.
translation for chop that bitch down?
Yeah, you better get your food and just stay in the house.
El Chapo
Because they come out doing some
Bajo.
shit.
Go back to when you said chop that bitch down. I want to see the translation
I
for
was
that.
just thinking about
I
this
don't
yesterday.
speak Spanish.
I was saying that, man. They're getting crazy out here. My
I
bad.
was just thinking about the
Only show.
Bro, I can tell the difference between... Oh, my bad. Explain.
No, I was just thinking about this yesterday. If they did take over a building like that,
We
what is
played
the
that video yesterday. I mean,
yeah?
you played that
Yeah,
video
we
earlier.
were talking about that yesterday.
Yeah, what's the
But
conditions of that town and everything? Like, if they're in the port city, they know where to go at. And the only
yeah,
people,
they be
none of
going
the
to the
people,
poor locations.
yeah, none of the people from that building is really speaking up about this mess and everything. So I'm like, yo, and I know the situation like this ain't gonna happen in New York, Chicago, and all that shit. Man,
Nah,
we got
bro,
we got our own fucking gangs
yo,
out here.
I got pushback on that. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I do have pushback on that because I seen it in different. Okay, coming from a third world country myself originally, even though I grew up here, I've seen little things that can definitely add up to that. And I'm in a major city. Me and Hood Conservative live in the same city, but different parts. And like the other day, I seen a woman, a migrant woman, and she was with two babies, and she was homeless, panhandling. Little things like that. It's like, yo, that's third world shit. People don't realize because America doesn't really have blatant third world shit. But I'm telling you, these motherfuckers are here. And if you really look, you can tell the difference between the illegals or the, let's say, really poor Latinos, and then let's say someone who's actually from the hood. And even I've talked to people where I'm at, and they have said that the Latino migrants are fucking up shit worse than, let's say, the Gloctaviuses. I'm telling you, and I've seen it with my own eyes.
Hey, Moy, you do have third world shit in the U.S. Like,
I know. Bro, I've
look
been
at
saying
major
it.
cities in California.
Bro,
Like,
I've
look at
been
bombed
saying
out.
it forever, and I get so much pushback from Americans because Americans rarely travel. 60% of Americans don't leave the country, and I've been saying this forever because I'm multi whatever. I'm from two countries. No, I'm just saying it's true. It's true,
I was
though,
talking
bro.
about taking over a building out of nowhere and stuff like that. Mason, that ain't gonna never happen because we got our own hood niggas that's like,
Yo,
yo.
okay,
First of all,
look,
think about this. Just think about this.
Hold
Hold
on. I want to play the 911 audio call that we're referring to right now that's alleging a Chicago building has been taken over.
That wasn't. That
Unit
didn't
3, I'm
happen.
citywide person with a gun, 6124 South King Drive, color sus, 32 Venezuelans are trespassing the building, showing guns in the courtyard, and they have motorcycles in the courtyard as well. All they're filled. Nothing further, zone clear.
Bro, you guys underestimate all this stuff. Dominicans since the 80s, illegal Dominicans have been coming here and doing time.
To the 6124 and King for the migrants.
Bro, we ain't
On
speaking
King
no
Drive.
Dominicans.
Bro, they've been coming here doing crime.
Available unit arrive at 310. We had multiple calls. First with the gun, 6124 South King. Also came over to disturbance large gathering. Could be 32 Venezuelans trespassing in the building property, showing guns in the courtyard. They have motorcycles in the courtway, all stairwells filled, and nothing further.
Ellos no entienden. These people don't give a fuck. Since the
Person with a gun, 6124 South King Drive, color sus, 32 Venezuelans are trespassing the building, showing guns.
Bro, can I just say one thing? Dominicans and Puerto Ricans, specifically Dominicans, been coming here illegally in the 70s and 80s, and Cubans, but in general, I'm just speaking about the culture I know. Back in the day, in the 90s, if a Dominican did something fucked up over here, they would send them back. Right now, that stuff doesn't exist. I'm only using that as an example to let you guys know that in third world countries, the poverty is worse, so the gangsterism is worse, and those people come here and they don't give a fuck. Telling you.
We know this
got our
though
own
from the
version
history of
of
the
third world
United
over
States.
here, and we don't give a fuck
Look at
around
Miami.
here too.
Look at
We
Miami
got
in the 80s.
we got two people that don't give a fuck from different areas. What is gonna happen? I mean, don't care about the other side, what they're going through, all that shit. I have to say,
Yeah, but if you have more struggle, let me tell you that you're gonna have
we all
less
got our
fuck.
own struggle. So it's like, yo, we care about our own struggle going on.
I'm not saying we don't have our own struggle. I'm just saying that compared to a different type of poverty.
We don't care about that. That's the whole point. But I don't care about your struggle over here.
Mel, it's not necessarily about that though. Like, so if they don't give a fuck, right? So that like most of the shit that happens in the United States is because of norms, right? There's shit on the street right now. They got grenades, they got rocket launchers, but you know what?
Exactly.
Most people just want to live life normal, so they don't use that shit. But if you got somebody that's willing to like use like grenades and shit like that in a major city, you know what kind of havoc that causes?
That's what I'm saying, bro. They already crossed the border with coyotes and doing shit illegal while we're playing video games and listening to drill music. Let me tell you about their struggle. I'm not saying, bro, I'm not
Hey,
saying
speak for
that there's
yourself,
not
dog. I
tough
don't know
people
nothing about
in
no
the United
goddamn
States.
dream
I'm not
music,
saying that
nigga.
there's not tough people in the United States, and I'm not saying that we're not tough,
No,
but what I'm saying is that people who have a lot less than us and come here with malintent, trust me, they have less fucks. It happens in the prison
We don't
system.
have less fucks over here. Also, we care about
Mm,
our less fucks. That's all what
Okay.
matters.
Okay.
I mean, the world don't. I mean, I hate to say this. I mean, technically, I mean,
they
we
act like a bullet
say the
got a care
stereotype
in
of
the
the
world.
females. The world doesn't owe you understanding.
I'm not
I
saying
want to hold
I'm
on.
not saying
I think we're
understanding.
getting it. Hold on. I think we're getting into a little bit of a circular
Yeah,
argument
it
here.
is. Sir.
Fisherman, you want to jump in here because I want to get to this next clip before I.
Yeah, I'm not really sure where the conversation's going right now.
Doesn't matter. Just jump in here.
From what little I know, I don't live in these areas, but I mean, the violence is only going to continue to ramp up, and they're only going to get more and more organized as they realize that they can get away with certain things, and it's going to take like a level of violence from police, military, whatever you want to call it, to get this to quell itself. And I don't know if there's ever a scenario where we're going to see these people rounded up in mass and dropped off in their countries where they came from.
Also, let's not forget some of these people come from military training. Even though they're criminals, some of them
A
from
lot
their
of them
country,
are
they have
joining the
military training.
military.
Bro, you know how many
Yeah.
fucking veterans came back
Forcible
to
mass
Chicago to bat on
deportation
these
is the
goddamn
only
streets?
solution.
Stop.
Do you understand what a damn poverty-stricken child? Look, anytime you look,
These
soldiers,
guys are
look,
ignorant as fuck.
these motherfuckers already got to fight military. They own people. They next to kin. Look, these motherfuckers are built for survival. Do you understand what a person got to do with 24 survival mindset? Man, look.
Bro,
Hey, real quick. Hold on. Real quick. Let me just say shout out to my man JH Marvelous with the $3 cash app. That was from yesterday. I forgot to hit you up. It was at the end of the show, but thank you for that. And shout out to my man True Hype also with the $5 cash app. He said, "Food for thought, but I'm doing dishes." I hear you, bro. We need to think about these things really deeply because America is. I don't know if we can survive a Kamala administration. And to tell you the truth, Trump, if he even gets elected, this is bigger than Trump. Like this is a huge problem. They might not even let
This
him.
is going to be very difficult for him alone to fix.
Right.
Bro,
This is a huge problem here.
Can I just say one quick thing, Conservative?
Yeah.
When it comes to what I'm basically saying is, I'm not dissing anyone in the United States. I'm American myself. I'm just saying, if you go to a lot of these other third world countries, notice one little thing. It's military police. That's for a reason, because when you're at the bottom of the barrel and you're super poor, yes, we have poverty, but I'm talking about the bottom of the barrel, okay? These countries, Brazil, Venezuela. Look, I have cousins from Venezuela, and they came over here legally through legal ways, and they're from the upper class, all right? And they came over here, this was already 10 years ago. So Venezuela's been going down. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, those people, in their minds, okay, I'm not saying Americans aren't tough. In their minds, they feel like they have nothing to lose. So they're gonna do a lot of crazy shit.
I mean, you're not making a point. You are not making a point I haven't made. That's what I've been saying from the jump.
Shit, we gonna do.
Listen, I've been saying that from the jump. The American street gangs ain't ready.
10,000 motherfuckers. Like I don't know what y'all talking about.
American street gangs aren't really ready for the level of violence that the third world.
Yeah, I don't think they are either.
Bro.
We don't see American street gangs hanging their enemies from overpasses.
When's the last time the GDs put somebody in a vat of acid?
Bro, like when was the last time you cut a hand off? Like I asked that earlier. Y'all not with that type of shit. Y'all niggas scared of blood for real.
Old crimes out there that we ain't gonna know about that happened over here.
You niggas didn't even dissect the frog in high school.
Look,
I did. I dissected the frog.
There's hundreds of crimes that put it this way: most of the brutal crimes are done by regular psychopaths that ain't getting no pussy. So imagine putting them away in war and everything for real like that. Like, come on, man.
Those people do not have a pot to piss in and food. It's a level of fucking
Who
poverty.
cares? That's the whole point. We don't
No, you're
care.
not getting
That's a
the
disadvantage, bro. You saying that shit like it's an advantage. That means you're outside all the time.
It is an advantage. You're fat and comfortable. You are overfed and underwar.
You guys
You
don't
haven't
understand
had
because
enough war.
how many
All
of
you've
you
been
guys have
doing is
left the
eating and
country?
living in peace, bro. That's all you've been doing your whole life is
That's what
eating
I'm
and living in
exactly.
peace. You
Exactly.
haven't felt war. You don't even know what real hunger is. Like,
Exactly.
to tell you the truth, I didn't even know what it was like to be hungry till I moved out of my mom's house. Like, and then I still don't know true hunger. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've
Bro,
never actually
we're not
starved.
talking about you specifically. We're saying Americans as a whole. We're entitled. We're spoiled.
No, you
Every other
dumbass.
country knows that.
Look. I didn't want to say this shit, but nothing that y'all are saying is actually making sense on a street level. First off, it is not an advantage to be fucking homeless and hungry in a goddamn gang war. That is actually making you outside too long to be a goddamn target.
That's not what I said. You guys are missing it.
Freestyle. Let him have it. Let him have it, because I would like this to be a little more orderly.
It gets down to negative 15 and negative 30 wind chill. Ain't no goddamn jungle gonna help you understand what the fucking Chicago winter is. You're gonna try to get to a goddamn show.
This nigga.
Okay?
I'm just trying to know where
all
coach.
this shit you're saying has no bearing. Thirdly, you keep talking military and everything like that. The only reason why niggas be dealing with these little ass, whatever the fuck you want to call it, is because things have to be concealed. You can't walk around with a fucking long rifle in the middle of the
Bro, that's exactly my point.
You're gonna go to jail. Now listen.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
One at a time. One at a time. Wrap
But
it up,
that's
Dave.
what I'm
Wrap it up.
trying to
Wrap it up,
bring.
Dave. You can't monologue. Wrap it up.
All of this stuff that you're trying to bring and say, "Ooh, this is what," it does not translate into the United States cities.
How does it not translate? What are you not getting? Bro, I'm not trying to emasculate the gangs or any of this shit. Why are you taking this shit personally? These are the facts, bro. If somebody
I'm
is
just trying to
suffering,
figure out.
Niggas got way too much. Niggas got a lot of faith.
What don't you understand? If somebody has a fire from going to
Hold on. Let Freestyle have it for a second. We gonna go to you. We gonna go to you next, Mel. Freestyle. Mel, we gonna go to you. Dave, I don't want to mute your mic. Hold on. You got to respect the energy. Freestyle, you got it, and I'm gonna go to Mel after you.
What I am trying to say, please get out of your trigger and your emotional biases. What I am trying to say is that if people who have a lot less, okay, and if you haven't traveled outside the country, first off, you have
a lot less protection.
Stop for 1 second and just listen.
Let him talk,
People who have far less than us to lose and physically, okay? They come here. Most people in general come here for a better life. If you're coming here as a criminal, it's happened since the beginning of criminality. If you come here as a criminal and you come from a more desperate place, have you ever watched fucking Scarface? That's based on true story of Cubans who came from the fucking communist fucking, never mind. Anyhow, the point is, I'm getting so fucking heated here. The point is that if you come from a place where you have to literally survive, not fucking play video games and your struggle is $300 Jordans, okay? You are not gonna give a fuck. Like you just said, people here care about gun rules. Those people do not. So you just X'd out your own fucking argument. I'm out.
Man, get the fuck out of here. Here's the reality. We don't give a fuck what goes on over there. Are you listening? We don't care. We got our own problems over here. Go to the fucking hoods and to the sob-ass, dumbass story. They're going to look at you and say, fuck you. We got our own fucking struggles. I've been struggling this, that, and other. Blah, blah, blah. I got like 20 men and women to tell you about their own struggles, what they went through since birth, from home, all that shit. They don't give a shit. We got our own problems. Fuck what goes on over here. I don't care. We don't care. We got our own fucking problems, you clown. Don't you fucking get it?
Mel, you won because you were louder. You win because you're louder, Mel. Get the true hype. I'm gonna give it to Freedman's next.
Hey, Mel, I think he worded it wrong.
I gotta go. I'll be right back. Give me like an hour. I'll be back. I can do this.
All right,
go roll up, bro. Roll up. Have a beer.
I think he worded it wrong, but it's not necessarily about their struggle, but it is an advance. It's an advantage when you're talking about like street level violence, like to the umpteenth power, because if you ain't got nothing to lose, that's how you get suicide bombers. That's how you get people that are willing to, like, take out kids without thinking anything about it. And some of these other, like, targets, particular targets, and urban environments, especially because it's real condensed, because they don't have the same societal, like, norms or cares. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you would not want to get into guerrilla warfare or have that in a major city at all. Even if you were to prevail, it's not good in the long run, because what are you willing to lose?
Think
Anytime
about
you
this
get in
for
a
a second.
conflict, you have to be asking yourself, what are you willing to lose?
You know
And
what we
some of these
do?
guys that are coming across, they're not willing to lose. They're willing to lose it all, including their life. They don't care.
Well, they don't value their life as much as we value our life, right? Because their life is miserable. So it's like, if I die over this apple, I had a good life, right? Fuck it. But for us, dying over some apple is retarded, right? But it's a different mind state, right? And then what I was just thinking about, like, what we do in America, considering like how the radical difference in poverty from America to like most of the world, we go camping. Camping is a huge thing in America and in like Canada too, right? But we go camping. You know what camping really is at its essence, right? It's wealthy, modern, comfortable, well-fed people attempting to pretend they are not wealthy, modern, well-fed, comfortable people. We cosplay at getting back to the basics, right? And you compare that to people who live just a level above what do you call subsistence living, right? Like people whose survival is slightly better than just a day-to-day thing, right? And I don't think that spirit compares, bro. Like there's a different spirit in that. This is why the United States Army replaced the Taliban with the Taliban. After 20 years of giving them freedom and feminism, we wind up with the same Taliban. They just told them, bitches, you don't even talk outside. They just made a law that bitches are not allowed to talk outside, right? That's 20 years of fighting America.
Y'all, I'm really not even trying to be no bitch, but I just went up into Walgreens to get a few things. And outside of Walgreens, I'm in Chicago. Outside of Walgreens are two Venezuelans. Well, two mothers and then two kids. The kids are sitting there on the
I'm
phone
trying to make some shit that ain't.
playing a game. And these motherfuckers sitting up here begging by the door. Why they out here giving y'all motherfuckers $15,000 and shit and motherfucking link and cash and cards and shit, and y'all sitting up here begging in front of Walgreens when we in a fucking recession and we really don't even have no money to get y'all.
Acting like that's
But it's not even that. My point is they giving y'all all the help. They giving y'all housing. They giving y'all money, link, food, cash, cars, all that shit. And y'all still out here begging. And I know they helped y'all because y'all got kids.
Yeah. She right.
Begging is a hustle. It's like you don't understand what's happening. It's like so many people don't understand what's happening. I go to like when I ride the train through the city, because sometimes I drive, sometimes I take the train. But like when I be on the train, I notice a lot of like illegal immigrants selling fruit everywhere. There's so much fruit in New York. Everywhere you go, there's fruit cups. There's cups of mangoes and watermelon slices and bitches selling them Spanish grapes and shit. And I'm like, where is all this fruit coming from? Like, just suddenly there's people everywhere selling fruit. And I'm like, you know what? There's gotta be something big going on here. Cause think about like, all right, you got an army of vendors at this point, because they're not just like a random nobody. Like you know how to get the plug, basically, right? Like, how did you set up? So you came all the way from wherever the fuck you came from, and now you have a whole table. You got little supplies. You got all this merchandise, and you're out here selling your fruit, and nobody kicks your table over. Like, there's something going on here, bro.
This like New York back in the early 1900s. Bitches and niggas coming off of Fashion Ellis Island, go right into the barrios, in Brooklyn, Queens, all that shit, just like back in yesteryears, bro. Ain't nothing changed. Hey, yo, what's up with David Ruffin daughter on the screen?
You gonna insult one of your Chicago queens like that, bro? Chill.
Like,
Look,
for
bro,
me,
look, Raj,
y'all still ain't explained how being homeless and
look, he's not my
having to be
queen.
out all the time is an advantage. Y'all still ain't explaining to me how using military swords in another country translates into being able to walk around open carry with.
How much urban warfare is discussed at your typical gang meeting, D? Like, I know you're probably not in a gang, Dave, but I'm just curious. I'm throwing a question out there for a hypothetical conversational point.
I'm gonna give you a very
how much actual urban warfare planning, how much guerrilla warfare tactics do you think really get discussed at your typical gang meeting?
A fucking lot.
And you know that
You
because
I know, dog, them niggas is so goddamn paranoid.
Retarded.
You don't, come on, dog.
all right,
It's absolutely retarded.
Yeah, Freeman's Journal. Dave, somebody wanted to jump in?
Come on, dog. That's every fucking, probably every meeting with these motherfuckers.
Oh my god!
You ain't
bro.
never heard a motherfucker come up there.
Freeman's Journal. I think you want to get in here. I think it's a perfect time to bring you in, Freeman.
Bro,
Dave, give the floor to Freeman for a moment, please.
You have to drop him. He's
I'm trying not to, but I might. I'm trying not to.
Anyway, bro, between this panel, honestly, I think the average black person is about Dave. Right, based on Mr. Fantastic's channel stream earlier, dude was talking about God, what did he say? About voting. You were trying to explain voting to him, like he just didn't get it. Like the Republicans were this ultimate evil that would take away his welfare, and I'm just like, oh my God, what are we doing? Well, there is no we. They are gonna get it good and hard, and they're going back to the fields, man. They are going back to the fields. Watch it happen. I mean, watch these niggas gonna be picking strawberries.
I don't understand.
Hey, please tell them tell them a little bit of paramilitary training versus like whatever
they don't.
He's talking
I don't
about.
think he can even grasp the concept. Hey, what's up, Doc Thunder? Dude, they're not gangs. These are not gangs as you know them. These are paramilitary organizations.
No, they said that shit.
They are parallel cultures.
Bro, I don't know where you're from.
They don't get it.
Like the sixth wave. I don't know how many gangs. They say that shit every time a new gang roll up.
This guy.
I'm serious. Man. I'm serious, bro. Do I need to go through the list of
it's like trying to.
Dave, let him have the floor for a minute.
Because nobody can explain to me. Because see, y'all.
You're right. No one can explain it to
Dave,
me.
let the man have the floor. Please finish Freeman's Journal,
bro. Well, bro, listen. It's not. It is like the cartels. These are parallel cultures, right? You're not going to just say, "Oh, we go and fight them." Good. We gang 101. These gangs are soft. These guys haven't been in the drug game for 20 years. Eating off their baby mama's welfare, killing each other over social media posts, right? It is ridiculous. They are absolutely, positively, if they don't, look, the only thing that's going to save the lower caste of Negroes, like the bottom third,
you think gangs don't have patrols?
Oh my God.
I'm trying to figure out, you got to give me something here.
Dave, you're having a bit of a discipline issue, Dave. Please.
I'm trying to figure.
Freeman, you were in the middle of something,
bro. Third world gang, like the cartels. The cartels are not a criminal organization; they are a parallel culture, right? Tren de Agua is a parallel culture, right? You look at what El Salvador had to do. First, they had to get rid of all the corrupt judges, right, and officials. Then they locked up the gangs, right? And they're not understanding. They're already here. They're already in the justice system, right? The cartels' children were not educated in their home country. They were educated in America.
Exactly. Some of us went to school with them. This guy's too dense to understand any of this.
They're already here. They're already in public service. They're already in the mayor's office across the country. They just don't get it. They have no ideas coming. And, it is what it is, bro.
Yeah,
If
these are
they
not Glocktaviuses who are hanging around just being stupid. These are criminal organizations, the real deal.
I guess that time will be the tell.
listen, man, if they listen, if there isn't like Operation Wetback and they don't deport like 10 million illegals, black people are going to be back in the fields in 10 years.
I mean, it's either that or some kind of open civil disorder, bro. Because like, there's no way to live with this shit.
There isn't. I mean, once they take away, that's the thing, man. Just like they said in Fantastic Stream, right? They will live 20 deep to a house, and once they take away black people's welfare, that's it. They're not doing it. They're not going to live 20 to a house because all the houses will be gone anyway.
Exactly, and also,
do you not understand that the majority of welfare goes to senior citizens, bro?
Here we go, man. Here we go. This
motherfucker. You don't understand.
You stupid or retarded, man. Which one?
Dave, you don't seem to get the depth of the issue.
Welfare goes to
why does that matter?
You're talking about welfare. Why are you always moving the fucking goalposts?
Welfare, bro.
It's not about welfare, Dave. It's not about welfare. You just don't understand that the whole system is kind of.
David, is your IQ in the negative level?
Hey, highlight.
Dave, do me a favor. Do me a favor. You and I, we're gonna part ways, and you have a great night. This is getting on my nerves.
Hey, man, highlight Midwest Request. Highlight his comment. Mexican cartels have their own cell phone towers and secure communications.
Exactly. Yeah. Bro, this is not. Look, these guys have been running scams. Okay, here's a little tip. These guys, right, in fucking Queens, right? These guys have been running scams with these fucking call girls and these fucking girls who've been on the street up there because there's one avenue while these chicks are on the street. Well, guess who's organizing all that? These guys know what they're doing.
It's like just waves and waves of hookers, bro. Like there was hookers before, but now they're just out and open and just there. Like, hi, you want some? Yeah. It's wild. It wasn't really like that before.
Yes, exactly. And that's right there in Queens.
All of these sanctuary cities are becoming third world, like right before your eyes, real time. Like you posted it. You posted it, Hood. You posted on Twitter about something you think you want something until you get it, something like that, and there was a video showing
it was a bunch of hookers. It was all hookers,
blocks of hookers.
Look, man, the problem is
I love the hoes, but damn, that was a lot of hoes, bro.
I love the hoes. The problem is that 60% of the country, or maybe more, that doesn't travel. They think they know poverty. They think they know third world, but they don't. They don't. We are a privileged country. So when the actual third world stuff starts to happen, little or small, or when the communist stuff starts to happen, people don't know it. Unless you're Cuban or Dominican in like in the old times, because we had a dictator from 30 to 61, a guy named Trujillo. My dad used to talk to me all about that shit.
Shout out to Trujillo.
Most people, they don't know any of this shit. Americans are privileged as fuck and they want to sit there and be like, oh, fuck you.
Hey, Hood. I think I sent some stuff on X like last year, and I know I talked to Freeman about it, like back and forth about. I think it was Illinois and then a municipality in California making it legal, not illegal, legal for them to hire police force people to be immigrants.
Yeah, I remember that.
Why would you do that?
Yeah,
and import all these people.
I'll tell you why.
Oh, go ahead.
What's going on, y'all? Chilling. Well, I just happen to be delivering out here to the suburbs of Chicago right now. Man, it's been a wonderful 2 days. And guess who ain't out here? Well, two groups. Ain't no niggas and ain't no Venezuelans. It's a plan. You know, niggas have been wrecking havoc in them inner cities for so long that, you know what? The
Yeah.
lefties, they're all together. You know, the lefties, the right, the conservatives, everybody in
Hold on,
politics is
Trey.
like,
Hold on,
oh,
hold on. I'm
what's
sorry,
up?
Trey. I gotta just interrupt you real quick. This is actually breaking news, technically, for everyone. What you're watching right now is a Venezuelan protest. So this is in Aurora, Colorado, where the whole thing kicked off,
Oh, yeah.
and the Venezuelan guy is holding up rat trap as people complaining about the Venezuelans. Don't rat. These are like rat traps. That is a clear signal. Aurora, Colorado, migrants hold up rat traps with dead rats in protest of the reporting that their complex is overrun by Trenda Aragua gang members. They'd say the real problem is bad housing conditions and the racism of the city is to blame. You see, niggas is gonna come in here and take the racism game over. We're about to be the racist now, and I'm good with that. I've been practicing my racism. I've been sharpening my machete. I've been getting my I'm ready for this racism shit. Call
Have
me
you
a
been
fucking
playing white?
colonizer.
Bro,
But
you
but
know,
the
Are you
problem
showing
is
your white
that
adjacency right now, Hood? Are you showing your southern white racist white adjacency right now?
Goddamn right. I've been saying that for
hell
years
yeah,
now.
let's
I
go
think
white,
that all
let's
that
National,
go
shit for
white
you too.
racism. We
look,
need
look, look,
more white racism.
We
yes,
need
Goddamn
more.
right.
yes.
Bring
Are
on
we
white
talking about like
racism.
We
We
need
need
blue
more.
more
collar
niggas.
racism? Are we
Niggas
talking
need
about
to
blue collar
learn.
racism?
Hold up real quick.
Niggas need to
Hold
learn.
up,
The
white
problem
people.
is that they all together. The
Hold
problem
up.
is that the liberals and the blacks and all these motherfuckers are all together. So they're gonna stand up for each other. These dumb motherfuckers. They're gonna bring down their own demise, man.
Yeah, you got
Hey,
to
look,
get the
man.
picture. You got it.
They're going back to the fields, man.
Oh, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
I was
I'll
just
just
gonna
say
say they're
this.
going back. They're going back to the fields, man. They're literally being replaced by Latinos. I mean, you're watching it real time.
No, they won't be.
Once they cut
Nobody
off that,
wants them in because they're not the good Latinos. We're not like that. They're not like us. Don't put
trust,
them in the same category as us.
trust me, Moy.
Come
I
on
know,
now.
I know, I get it. But the point stands. They are once they cut off the government spigot, right? Because they'll say, "Oh, we don't have any more money for anybody because the migrants," and then nobody gets any. And black people are done, man. They're done.
Listen,
They're
Niggas,
done
man,
with
niggas.
black
We're
people in
redistricting.
the
already
city.
approaching. We're right
Niggas,
there
what have
just
We're,
you?
now.
yeah, black people in the cities are right there, and also I'm putting liberal white people in that group too because they all want to be over tolerant motherfuckers and think this shit is ice cream and cherries, right? So they all gonna feel the burn. I'm telling you, these motherfuckers are stupid, and they look. I see it every day. Look. A chick. This wasn't by an illegal, but a chick got raped, like several blocks down from where I am, and it's crazy because the people who I heard it from were fucking liberals who probably 2 3 years voted to defund the fucking police. So that's what I'm saying. These people are still fucking idiots, man.
I got a question though. Do you still live there, bro?
What?
Do you still live around those people?
I was thinking the same shit.
Look, I'm in an area that I'm about to get out of here because it's being overrun by that type of stuff. But originally it wasn't. But there's no segregation in the city I'm at, which there should be. And then the hood people can go anywhere.
Yeah, there's no more
Hey,
red
I'm
line
over
and no
here.
more segregation.
I'm
But
over
I
here
will
in
tell
this
you
fight
this.
with.
Y'all brought up Texas before. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, Trey,
Yeah,
go ahead.
you got it. You got it.
Okay.
I want to get to
Yeah,
this
yeah.
next clip, but you got it first.
Okay. But pretty much, man, y'all brought up Texas and this. We don't have them problems in Texas. And I'll tell you why. Number one, Governor Abbott, he buses all them people to like, Denver and Chicago. Whoops, sorry guys. And then and Utah. And then number
We ain't
two,
scared. We ain't worried
here's
about
the thing. We got based ass people of Mexican descent that live along the borders. These people are conservative. They can't
Facts.
stand these migrants. They don't want them. And they're like, you're damn right, Governor Abbott. Get them the fuck up out of here. And they ain't
Yeah, but
stopping in San Antonio or anywhere. Niggas in Dallas don't want them. Like Texas, we just don't have them problems.
but
Hey,
but
well,
that's
Gavin
all of us.
Newsom.
Technically, that's the majority of quote unquote immigrants who did it the right way. We don't. We're totally different than these motherfuckers.
Well,
You know,
Texas just started sending migrant missiles around the country, though. Texas said, "You're not going to
Yeah,
overwhelm
I was
me
just
on my
about to
own." They
say
said
that.
we can't deal with this by ourselves. So
Well,
That was
I'm
really
just
stupid
trying
in
to
my
50-50
opinion.
on that.
California got a nice little tax
Hey,
break
Hood.
for them. You know what I'm saying? Got a nice little
Hold on, who's calling for me right
Yeah,
now?
stop sending them.
True hype. Hey, check
What
this
up?
out
What up?
though. Like that was only a small percentage of the migrants that came in. The environment in Texas is not that of these sanctuary cities that invite you in with red carpet. So
what
like
about
the
Austin?
migrants
Supposedly
that are
Austin is
home.
overrun. What about Austin? Is that a
Well,
liberal
well,
haven?
I mean, Austin is super liberal, right? But I'm saying for the most part though, like it's not Texas as a whole.
Yo, but you know
Here's the
what?
thing
And
That's
about
the
and
same.
Austin.
Austin,
That's
Hold on,
the
I'll
same over
speak on. I'll
here.
speak on Austin. Austin is priced out. Ain't nobody living in Austin. You
yeah.
got like a little tiny inside of Austin that's super woke, but it's too expensive. So the
Wait, why are
migrants are
we
priced
talking
out.
about living? Y'all was just saying being homeless is part of positive guerrilla
Dave,
warfare. Isn't it
no.
good
You have
that
nothing to lose. You have nothing to lose or whatever,
no,
and you're a
we
pawn in the
can't use
game.
pricing out
Guess what?
because they were saying that being homeless
I didn't
Hi,
say that.
to the
Jesus.
hi,
government.
hi,
Nobody
hi.
said
Hold,
being
hold on, hold on,
homeless.
hold on. Dave, let me try this really slow. Hype, you're breaking up for a second. That's why I wanted to jump in anyway. Dave, I don't think you understand the difference. So put it this way: do you suppose that you could survive in a third world? Just right now, if I were to take you as you are right now and were to drop you off in like a very, very close to like what do you call it, subsistence living kind of environment, do you think you would make a good life for yourself in that place?
I wouldn't make a good life, but I survive.
Oh God, here we go.
And what makes you think that?
Well, you want to go through the shit I done been through? I done
Not necessarily. I just need broad strokes.
because I done slept on. I've been homeless before. I slept on pallets, 4x8 sheets of plywood. My nigga, I've shit in buckets, washed up out of buckets, and overcame a lot of different things, man.
Okay. Okay, those are hardships. Those are hardships, right? I
Damn.
don't know that. Let me say this. Do you suppose the level of hardship that you would encounter living in America is easier or harder or more difficult than the level of hardship you would encounter in one of these subsistence
It'd be
living third
worse.
world?
It'd definitely be worse than the third world country.
Do you think the hardship that you survived made you a harder person? Like you're
Yeah, it made me
tougher?
tough.
And
Yeah, yeah.
so the more hardship, the tougher you would be
To a degree.
to a
Yeah.
degree. And so is it not a rational assumption to say that the people who survive more hardships on a more regular basis would tend to be tougher on average than people who do less?
Yes.
So do you now understand what we're trying to explain to you about they're
No.
a different breed of people?
Man.
Come on,
No.
David.
Hold
Come
on.
on,
Can I answer
man.
my
Jesus
damn?
Christ
Me and Hood
Almighty.
we was good.
My
This is
man.
all I was
We were
trying to
so close. We were so close, and then
know.
bam,
Because I
Are
know
you
what
just
you're
trying to be
and
a
asking.
bam, you
contrarian?
hit me with the dummy face. God damn.
Trying to be a
Hey, hey,
contrarian
but
I'm
you
here?
know
trying to give
what?
you Hood. You asked me a question. I just want to answer Hood. And this is the reason why I say no. Because when it comes to what y'all talking about, warfare type shit, you also advantages a person with advantages, the toughness can start getting eliminated easy. So when I specifically say
I feel like you're gonna use a lot of words to
no,
walk
no,
out
this
of a
is real
simple
short.
point.
It's here.
This is
You've
crazy, right?
already used too many words. That's why
This
I
is
said
crazy.
that.
You got me.
This is
I did
crazy.
use
I
too
can't
much.
believe
Now,
you.
now
Argue
it's
with
just
me, man. I'm gonna
words,
try to
bro.
get it shorter.
Dave, at this point,
Come
it's
back.
just words at this point.
David, you
Nothing
are
nothing
bugging.
Come back
matters
to
You
me
anymore.
later,
already
man.
said it's
I'm gonna
harder
get
in
this
the third
situated.
world to survive, and you're going to be tougher. Stop backpedaling. That's all you got to say.
That's
Right,
it.
you already accepted the framework, and nobody's saying that any one Venezuelan can beat the shit out of any one American. That's not the argument. We're talking about the nature and the spirit of the people who come from a survival, every day, everything matters type of lifestyle versus people who think I didn't pay my mortgage. Damn, I'm a bad person. I skipped my mortgage this week. I am terrible. Like, these are two completely different lifestyles, Dave.
Well, I'll tell you this, Hood, and I saw this with my next door neighbors in freaking Houston. Chicks that came over here stripping with ankle bracelets on. Now that they're pushing 2 or 3 freaking BMWs and Mercedes, living in condos in very expensive American cities. And we're just talking about a period of 5 years.
That's what I'm
The, the
saying. And
reason,
look,
hold on. The reason why is this. Y'all don't know, and it sucks for y'all American women, but those women have no qualms about selling pussy to get ahead. And they
exactly.
ain't got, even if they married, they dudes ain't got no problem pimping them out to get
I was
ahead.
gonna say, and they still loyal to their husbands in a weird way.
Yeah.
Exactly. And also, look, on the flip side,
The
if you want
bitches
to look
don't
at
go
the positive,
renegade.
if you want to look at the positives, fellas, most immigrants, let's say positive immigrants who come here, they end up becoming millionaires more than people who are born here because they know what it's like to have less. We are privileged. The poorest person here is still privileged than someone in the third world who's poor. I know nobody wants to hear that because everybody trauma bonds in the United States, but we
Okay, I
are
got it
fucking
now.
privileged.
I got
You're
it
over
now.
here with
So
friends,
look,
bro. You're over here with friends, bro.
We
Minus
are, we
Dave, you're over
are.
here with friends.
here's what I
We're,
want.
we're
Here's what I'm
fat and
trying to
lazy for the most part in America.
got
Like,
it.
and Dave, it's not even about you
Those
per
skills
se.
ain't
Hold on, Dave,
transferable.
Dave. I want to move it off of you as an individual for this conversation. I made a point, but it's not really about you, because
Okay.
generally speaking, Americans are fat and lazy.
Even Americans in the hood who are in so-called gangs. I see it every day.
Yes, out of shape, full of
Okay.
drugs,
So
alcohol,
look,
bad diet,
the
don't
reason
work
Seed
why I'm
out,
oils.
saying
can't
this, the
do.
reason this is all I just want to finish up with Hood, just because he asked a real question. I'm giving a real world example. Now, at woe time, you go get your goods, you get your food, you in the house, you out the window looking, right? And we in Chicago, right? So it's -20. So being without a house is one, you at a loss, right? You already freezing, you're not ready. Okay. And you making more trips to establishments because you buying more and more shit. You don't have a fridge, which increases your chances of being caught by the ops. There's a lot of different things that
Bro,
aren't transferable.
If it's
Dave,
minus
these
20,
people are
just
not
stick the shit
homeless.
outside.
These
Stick
people
the
are
shit
not homeless when
outside.
they come here. They're living on our hotels. They're
Then
living off our. They're not
like
homeless.
in one cycle, we went from I don't know what y'all talking
Do
about.
you
We was
really think
more
your
worried
city of
about finish.
Chicago will force
We
these
was more
people onto
worried
the
about
streets?
migrants.
Dave,
They are
slow down.
not homeless.
Dave, do you think your city of Chicago will force these people onto the streets during the Chicago
No,
winter?
no, no. I
So,
hope
so
they
what?
don't have
You again, words, Dave. Just words on top of words. That's all you do is make
Hey,
words.
hey, why do you need a fridge when it's -20?
You're right.
Hmm.
You could throw that in
Bro,
the sun.
haven't you ever seen those movies where the
But you see,
Dave,
survivalists?
like really, Dave.
what I'm
Haven't you
saying,
ever seen
what
those
I'm trying to
movies
say
where the
is the statement
survivalist
was
toughs it out?
unfair.
There's a reason for that. Those movies, even though it's a movie, is based in truth. Those survivalist motherfuckers, when you see in those movies that come up doing revenge, even John Wick, bro, the dude only had his fucking dog. You have nothing to lose. This is like
This is
psychology
not
facts.
Hollywood, bro. Get out of the movies.
Well, no,
Bro,
I think you
that's
kind of.
cheap
I
shit.
think not just Dave. Let me not even make it about you, Dave. I think a lot of black folk have this sort of irrational, exuberant confidence in the black community, and it's an untested confidence, to put it that way.
You equated to this. How come niggas don't serve in combat arms?
Huh?
I'm just saying, it was quite lonely over there in combat arms.
Yeah, how many black door kickers are in the military?
It was quite lonely. It was quite lonely.
There's more now
And
than
shout
used to
out,
be.
hold on. Shout out to Michael with the $2 cash app. He says, and I quote, Dave diminishes the quality of the conversation. Dave, we be trying to make it better, but you just you fight. We try to make it better for you, and you just fight. You resist every opportunity to be
Again,
better.
that's why we had to leave.
I'm gonna
him
try
out
better,
of,
Mike. Thanks for the donation. I'm gonna try.
But I'll tell you this, like, man, you know, watching. Just I went through in '94. I was 11 Bravo infantry, and I just watched the niggas around me. Just the ones that made it were the ones that had to leave the nigga shit behind because you just ain't charging no freaking machine gun nest like talking back. It just ain't happening. You just ain't with a group of dudes going to kick in doors with the Taliban on the other side if you want to pop off lip. You can't give a nigga that's unstable a weapon and freaking 7 loaded round magazines at night and shit. You just can't give it to low emotional,
You see?
unstable niggas and shit.
Exactly. And he's trained. This guy who just talked knows what he's talking about. I'm saying it's true. And also you got to take into consideration most of these people are not only trained, but you have to take into consideration that what we don't do as Americans and what you're not doing, Dave, right now, you don't respect your enemy. And that's the first way you're going to lose.
There you go. That's it right there. You have to actually
I
respect the
cannot
enemy,
respond.
bro.
I have to mute because he's trying to put a bounty on me. I gotta lay low.
Yeah, yes, niggas. Listen, niggas don't behave unless discipline is imposed upon them. And I listen. I've had discipline imposed upon me in my life, so I understand there are times where you need to behave. So I get it, Dave. I get it. Respect the bounty threat. Anybody, Mr. O, yeah, Mr. O, jump back in here. You dropped off and you came back on the panel. Jump in here, Mr. O. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just still trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying, with how we going to first of all, who's paying for all this situation? It's going to be property damage, and we're going to have to deal with more policing, but we ain't got that much police, and the police ain't really policing anyway. They are scared. They're cowards. So
who is we?
I'm in Chicago.
But I'm saying, who is we? Why you give a fuck about niggas, man? Niggas need more policing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. All these motherfuckers is getting what they deserve for defunding the police.
Hold on. I think he's
George
saying the
Soros
police.
matter.
I think he's saying the police aren't going to help with the immigrant problem, though.
No, but
No, first thing you said we got a police. We already got a policing problem. What's the only problem I see is they ain't locking niggas up and throwing away the key like Bukele.
Exactly. They got to listen, man. These look, whatever you want to call it. This derelict black culture cannot complain about this shit because they want to rhyme and all this shit in music videos and think they're so gangster. But then when the real gangsters come up, oh, this is happening. Oh, blah blah blah. Motherfuckers are hypocrites.
You know what's so funny? This is a weird problem for the civil rights minded Negro in the sense that black folks should be arguing for more criminal punishment for the migrant, for the illegals, right? You should be out front saying, lock the niggas up and then send them home after you lock them up. But that goes against every orientation of black politics, right? Black politics is saying disband the police. They want to go anti-carceral, which means no jail at all, right? So niggas that don't believe in jail can't turn around and say lock up all the illegals.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. The black culture, the mainstream black culture are hypocrites. They're mainly liberals, and they all voted for this shit. So you know what? Let them rot in their own bullshit. How many liberal white women do I know who are complaining now? Same liberal white women who was talking all this dumb shit before the fucking pandemic. Fuck all these people.
Viva Bukele. A nigga supermax.
He's talking about free
Ray in the chat asks, since y'all have deep political knowledge, who knows how to sue a police department? So serious at the hood conservative. I don't think you sue the police department directly. You actually sue the city.
Yep.
Man, give them niggas more money. Give them niggas tanks. Fucking AKs with extendos.
You know what's gonna happen? And it's crazy that the new Batman movie's coming out, the Penguin. But yo, it's gonna start getting like Gotham City out here, and billionaires who really care are gonna have to chip in.
Like, bro.
Man,
We already got a supervillain. His name's Cookie Monster.
Wait till December when it's
What?
negative 20
Yeah.
degrees.
You ain't know we got our supervillain. His name is Cookie Monster. He's in
And
Colorado.
barbecue. Don't forget about barbecue.
Well, barbecue is still in Haiti. It's not
Yeah,
quite an
barbecue's in
American
Haiti.
thing yet.
He's not in Haiti,
If
but
barbecue shows up in America, nigga, it's over.
it's over.
No, they said barbecue. They I don't know if it was barbecue though. They said the Kenyan police just took down one Haitian territory.
Yeah, they sent the African military to clean up Haiti, and I haven't heard much on it since the Africans showed up because they're not going to video. Listen, the last thing Western white media wants to show you is how niggas kill niggas.
Well, I'll tell you this. Now, you know what? You got somebody who was there. I'll tell you this. In 2010, the Nigerians and Brazilians were over there, and the Haitians hated them Nigerians. They any day in the world, could you Americans please have the Brazilians patrol our neighborhoods? Nigerians, they so violent, they so racist.
Good.
I
Listen,
kid
man,
you not,
the
man.
devilishness of the world needs to be eradicated. We need like a tyrannical dictator to wipe all these motherfuckers off the earth.
Who Kelly?
Like
Supermax in Nevada.
Here's what would have to happen in those particular types of areas, though. You have to have so much overwhelming force to take back what could have easily been maintained with very few like soldiers or police, and it ain't gonna be pretty. Like most of the world wouldn't like to see the tragedies that would happen.
But who cares? They don't even listen, man.
No. The media. I'll tell you this. You go to. I just left El Salvador a couple of months ago. I was there for 5 days. That shit was so peaceful, and like 90% of the people voted for Bukele and are down with that because they can walk outside now. I mean, they can chill outside and sit around and like not worry about dumb shit because he locked everybody up.
But Trey, like even though I'm not a fan or whatever, like there was black people, the Congressional Black Caucus, who were begging in the 90s to lock all these black people up.
Yes,
So, like,
damn
of
right.
course.
Crime Bill
So-
Joe. I would vote for that Joe Biden. Hell yeah, I like that Joe Biden.
Yeah, that was a good Joe Biden. And at the end of the day, look, man, I don't know why the current United States glorifies derelictness.
This is epiphany here. Wait a minute.
No, yo, this is real, bro.
So if
People
the
want
Democrats was on locking niggas up in mass, y'all would be Democrats?
Well, also too,
Yes.
Dave, since
I don't give a fuck.
Wait, hold up. Since Dave, you want to bring that piece up? He was also anti-immigrant.
Yeah, he was anti-immigrant, and he
like,
was anti-gay. He wasn't for all the gay and trans shit.
The older Joe Biden got, the more like gay and stupid
Liberal he got.
When he was young and new to the Senate, he was like all these fucking niggers, the racial jungle, blah 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 blah. He wasn't going for none of this shit. Now he too old to fight back, and it's like he got to go with all the dumb shit now.
Yeah, yo,
8 years under Barry Hussein.
And look, man. At the end of the day, all this stuff is different forms of Marxist bullshit. And once again, the liberals, look, man, they're on some snowflake over tolerant shit. And they think that being nice to everybody is gonna get them to heaven. Or I don't know what the fuck they think. It's gonna get them killed. That's all it's
This is
gonna
the
do.
white hippie culture, and this
The
is
liberals
the black
actually-
white culture. This is both the blame. We gotta blame the boomers. They kicked this shit off. We got.
It is the boomers. I blame the boomers every day. Boomers are whack.
Man, look. Here, look. Leave the past alone. You look at right now. Boomers are going out of style right now. Motherfuckers got to look in the mirror.
What you talking about? Who's in office? Who's in charge right now? Who is the damn president?
You're in charge. You're in charge of yourself. You're in charge of your own household. You're in charge of the man in the mirror in your family. That's who's in charge. That's who's in charge.
See, they want you to keep going.
Hey, gentlemen. Can I jump in here?
American man, what's going on? Welcome to the show.
What up?
What up, American man?
How you doing? I want to sing. How y'all gentlemen doing? I want to sing some old Negro warrior spirituals with you guys and wish upon a star too. Here's the facts. Niggas have not yet learned how to get out of the Democrat technology. Yet they're gonna go fight the animals coming over.
Exactly.
The Democrats play mind games on that bag.
Bro, the Democrats be feeding the same snakes to bite them. That's how they be.
Come
You're
on
breaking
now.
up really bad,
Y'all
American.
gonna fight
Yeah,
Cookie
yeah.
Monster? Oh, because I'm
Man,
going through
now,
the woods.
Oh
now
yeah,
I
you
gotta
see,
look up Cookie
you
Monster.
driving through the heartland and shit. You see Trey. You don't know about Cookie Monster. He the OG. He the shot caller in the Venezuelan Trinidad. I mean the
Yo,
Colorado Trinidad.
But you
yo, can
know
I?
what, Hood? Here's the thing, real quick, y'all. Why they want to lock veterans up? You know, us veterans on the right, MAGA dudes. They know, but damn well, we don't give a shit. We'll shoot one of these motherfuckers dead square in the middle of the eyes and fucking, go eat a pizza.
That's why we
Go
need
holler at the
more of them,
side
and
bitch.
that's why they want to look, man. All this is part of a plan. They emasculate, they do all this stuff, they get rid of the real masculine men, and we just have this fucking look. Every day I see these kids, bro. They're half gay, like they're not really gay, but like they act gay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, bro, it's fucked up out here.
I
Yo,
blame the feminists,
yeah,
the white
Nah,
feminists, the
nigga, ain't no
feminists.
gay adjacent. Nah, nigga, ain't no gay adjacent.
I,
You just gay. Stop
No,
it.
I just wanted,
but what I'm saying is
The young
they're not these
generation
fucking
is way gayer than people ever used to be.
facts,
I want,
and they may not be literally fucking other dudes, but they be wearing skirts, painting the nails, doing all types of gay shit.
Oh no, them niggas gay, bro.
Nah, they gay,
yo,
man.
Nah, them
Well,
They
niggas
gay.
gay.
they're, or
Yo,
maybe
yo,
they're
yo, my homie,
demisexual.
hold on. Yo, my homie worked security in the school last year. He said all them niggas gay. Said
Yeah,
all of them.
Look
yeah.
at these
Bro,
motherfuckers, the little Will Smith kids, man. They're vice versa. One of them is lesbian, one of them is gay. Like all these kids are fucked up, man.
well,
hey.
real quick, I just want to hop in and say, like, Hood, shout out to you because you were like one of the first people I heard talking about this whole migrant crisis shit. Not in general, but like
What up?
talking
What
about
up,
like the
Dre?
bullshit. Like, yeah, it was good. Like the bullshit that they're actually doing right now. So I never heard nobody talk about that shit until you, and
I've
then
been
all of a
on
sudden,
this for months now, bro. The
and then now
Manosphere
I'm starting to see
Fantastic
niggas
just
starting
started
to
talking
talk
about
about
this today. I've been at this for months.
Yeah, Hood's been talking about this for a minute.
But yeah, I
it.
cut you off, Dre. You got it.
Yeah, like I heard some other people talk about it as well, but they weren't talking about like the damage they're actually doing. They were just talking about like they're just there, and it's not really that much of a problem type shit. But it's like to hear like the dirt that they're actually doing, it's like that's crazy that like news is allowing that shit. So like
Yo, but
like I was over at Fantastics like before that whole panel shit started, and yeah, I was looking at the conversation and. Like I've seen it happen. Like I mentioned in the chat that I seen it happen on your channel as well. When you get a bunch of Chicago niggas on the panel, like it's gonna turn into bullshit.
Everywhere the Chicago niggas go, y'all got to
Hey,
rep.
hey, we're dirty folks when you need them.
Yeah,
I ain't
but
seen Dirty all day, man. He probably chasing some Venezuelans around.
look, at
probably.
the end of the day, we like for the sake of this kind of stuff, we need to stop looking at it as quote unquote gangs. These are organizations. They're not gangs. So
But
Well,
I
see,
am
boy,
not looking at any of that,
well,
man. I
boy,
don't know nothing
what they
about
didn't
it.
realize is that what
I am
niggas don't. Oh, my
looking
bad.
at things, man.
well, real quick, Moy, I'm glad you said something because you just reminded me. So I have a little smoke for you because you said you got some cousins that are Venezuelans. Because you sounded awfully Hispanic on this panel. I've been listening for like the
I
last like
am.
half
I'm
an hour.
Latino, bro. I'm
You ain't
Latino.
never lie. Yeah,
Everybody,
Yeah,
he
he
never tried to
Dominican like
sneak in,
me.
bro.
I'm just
I'm
Dominican by
Dominican,
marriage. I'm
bro. I'm
Dominican by
Dominican,
marriage.
and I hate all these motherfuckers. I hate all these
Well,
illegals. I
cause
did
I heard
everything the
Moy.
right way, and I hate these motherfuckers.
Half of my panel are racist, bro. We're good.
Yeah, like I had to ask because you were like, I got some Venezuelan cousins. I was like, yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
I got
know.
Venezuelan cousins through marriage on my fucking dad's side, and they're from the upper class, and they had to move 10 years ago because of the bullshit down there. I've been knowing about this stuff. Like I
Yeah,
said,
Dre.
Man,
Americans don't
Dre,
travel.
Dre,
They
your
live in
audio
a
is
fucking
really
bubble.
low. I'm sorry, hold on. Dre, your audio is really low. A lot of people can't hear you that well.
Yeah,
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 your audio is low.
my bad.
We live in a bubble, bro. You talk to anybody who's coming from these other places, they've been known that. I talked to a dude today from El Salvador who's been here for like 10 years and he's legal. And he was talking to me about this shit, about all this stuff. This stuff's been happening, but Americans are playing video games. They're doing this, they're doing that. Come on, man.
you gotta leave my boy alone, man. Remember, I'm Dominican by marriage. But the thing is this, man, is that you go to Katy, Texas. They call it Katy Suela because the Venezuelans been there forever. The upper class Venezuelans been there forever in Texas. What happens is that Obama, Brandon, they opened the floodgates for Venezuelan niggas. and niggas are getting out niggered.
Exactly. At the end of the day, you got to take into consideration. I'm a classist, and there's different groups. And at the end of the day, I don't associate with derelicts in general. So at the end of the day, these motherfuckers are derelicts, and it is what it is. I wish everybody operated that way, but people want to be low vibrational. They want to associate with the lowest common denominator. It is what it is. But just like every culture, and same in Latinos, we separate ourselves from the fucking losers, the criminals. In DR, we call them tigres. Oh, me don't tigre ahí. Okay? So even in DR, we do this shit. Nobody likes these people. They're the bottom of the barrel.
That's
They're
facts.
scum.
That's a whole other element of this conversation. Well, not this conversation so much, but so like, this is a little bit of a follow up to the panel Fantastic was having, and it was weird energy in that. And I know Fantastic was making a point, so it's not he was really believing in this, but the idea that you expect that your black criminal class to somehow step up and do the noble thing, save the city from all these evil foreigners, right? That's not what you should expect from your criminal class, bro. And I think black folk have too much affinity for that, for our criminal element. Like, no, they all the criminal element around the world has one thing in common: they are the enemies of regular civilization.
Well, do you know what that shows you, Hood? Hood, that shows you that black people romanticize their criminals on every facet of life.
That's all
That
I've been
ain't what it
hearing.
shows. Hold on. No, that ain't what it shows. Let's speak the real truth. If we want to talk about boomers,
Man,
what
that
boomers
is what it
started.
shows. Why you
Hold up,
That is what it
bro.
shows.
Hold up. Let me debunk what you said.
You can't debunk it because that's a fact.
No, I can't debunk it if you don't shut up. Here's the deal. If we want to talk about the boomers, the boomers introduced this baby mama culture. They allowed it. And when you got 60 years of niggas being raised by hoes, there's no masculinity. If you give bitches the choice, who they gonna choose? They're gonna choose thuggish niggas 24/7. And you've been letting that shit go on for 60 years. Well, niggas have. Congratulations.
Man,
That's what happened. Debunk that shit, nigga.
Do you know? All right, nigga, calm down. For Cookie Monster get you, nigga. I'm not your enemy, nigga. Cookie Monster the one you gotta worry about. Calm down, nigga.
Fuck Cookie Monster.
Calm
I
down.
wish that
Anyway,
nigga would.
Hold on. Watch
We got to
this.
send Trey to Colorado.
Watch this. I'm about to debunk that, right? I'm about to debunk that. Go study the Black Panthers, bro.
My mom was a Black Panther, nigga. Nigga, my mom was a Black Panther. Nigga, my mom was one. My mom was one, bro.
One at a time. One at a time.
I don't need to study him. I don't need to study him.
Nigga, go study the Black Panther and watch the criminal element all in that shit that black people glorify, bro. It's been going on.
What brought the Panthers down? What brought the Panthers down, bro?
Cracking pussy.
Shut up.
Hoes brought the Panthers down, bro.
Oh yeah.
So niggas are weak. So all those niggas were weak. Copy.
Hoes. Oh, so you're agreeing with me? Hoes let the criminal element in. Hoes let the drugs in.
The hoes didn't let the criminal element in. Them niggas been criminals, and they just couldn't.
They were built off the criminal element. That's one thing that all these black revolutionary groups have in common. They recruit from the criminal element.
Right, and they were simps, so that's true. But here, once again,
criminals make good simps because you need your girl when you get locked up for 20 years.
Exactly.
You need the shit out of that bitch.
At the end of the day, the point that we're trying to make that is still true, whether or not it comes from women, baby mamas, the point is, out of all the cultures currently, and for the past, let's say, honestly, since the 60s, the black culture has glorified violence and the negative things the most.
This nigga said the hoes let the criminals in. God damn, nigga.
The hoes were criminals too, bro.
Way to obfuscate responsibility, boy. Tell me you was raised by a single mother without telling me. God damn, boy. Boy, you ducking, boy, you are obfuscating like a motherfucker, boy.
Bro, every culture in their own little way glorifies a little bit criminality. You know what I'm saying? But in general, unfortunately, black culture has glorified it the most.
I think cultures
I don't
glorify
know, man. I seen
criminality.
Narcos and goddamn, they was on it.
I, I I think when cultures glorify criminality, it tends to come from that oppression narrative. Like, yeah, we're criminals, but we're criminals against like this evil system, these evil
Right.
foreigners or something. You know, Robin Hood in the forest
Right.
against the evil
Honor
sheriff.
among thieves.
Right. We're gonna have
Right.
to do some wrong to
But
make things right.
but generally speaking, I don't think it's a healthy societal attitude to express support for the level of criminality that Black culture has. Black culture it's casually supportive of criminality.
Yeah, and
That's
you
what
know
the
what?
no snitching and all
In
that boils
in the
down
rest
to.
of the world, there's a huge divide. People are not proud to be associated with the scumbag class. That's only here and only in the Black culture and now the liberal white culture.
I don't think Black culture has a counter. I mean, it has a corollary to, like, in Asia. You will hear in like, if you watch Asian movies, Asian families, this is a trope at this point, but you bring great shame to the family. Black culture doesn't really have that. Niggas got pedophiles and murderers and car thieves and gambling addicts and alcoholics. All the negative qualities just coexist here without getting pushed out.
Yep. And also unfortunately, even simple things. If I go on the street and I tell one of these hooligans to lift up their pants because that comes from jail rape culture, they're gonna try to kill me. Right? That's how triggered and then these same people want to say, oh, I'm disciplined, I'm a man. No, you're not. These people are not. They're not true men. None of this stuff is true masculinity.
Wait a minute. So you want to go around looking at niggas' crotches and telling them?
Listen, once again, you are missing the point. Does anyone else understand what I'm saying?
I already know
What the
where the
fuck?
sagging comes from. Listen, it's weird
And
that you don't get
not to
that.
be like, hey man, why are you staring at me?
I'm not staring at the pants. You know what? Technically, they're showing me their ass because if I'm just literally walking and looking straight and I have to see someone's fucking boxers, they're doing it. I'm not literally looking at their fucking ass. Stop deflecting and fucking standing up for these fucking derelicts. Are you single mother raised? Because it really sounds like it.
What the fuck are you on, man? He's going wild. I don't know how we got to. Hey man, if I can't walk around and tell people to pull up their pants.
I mean, you do
You
kind of
don't
have
understand the bigger point of what I'm trying to say. You
Yeah.
ignoramus.
I don't understand this.
You
You're
do often
stupid.
miss the point, Dave. You really do be missing the point. And then
Dave, are you a fucking thug yourself? Are you a
I'm not gonna
hooligan?
walk
Why do you
around
stick
doing
up
that.
for these
That's high
people?
risk of somebody shooting.
Bro, this is an ASVAB waiver.
Listen, let me tell you, anyone who sticks up for these fucking derelicts is probably a derelict themselves.
Okay, well, you go around telling people to pull up their pants.
You're missing the point. I don't tell these hooligans anything because they get triggered and they'll probably
Okay, yeah,
shoot
you're
me.
right. You win, man. Can we move on from this shit?
You're the ones keep talking. Like,
I know. I'm muting
discipline,
myself.
Dave.
This
Discipline.
wasn't a good time to talk.
Dave is definitely single mother raised.
You're gonna be better at some point. You're gonna be better. We might all be dead, but you're gonna be better at some point, Dave. So,
Dave, if you don't understand the simple things of masculinity, and if you want to talk about survival, technically a motherfucking belt can save your life. So if you want to talk about true masculinity and survival, you should have your pants at your fucking waist, and you should have a belt because you know you can use a belt to whip somebody, but you can also use it to fucking save a life. You can use it as a pulley. There's a lot of other things. So at the end of the day, these stupid ass Glocktaviuses who think they're so bad are insecure little fucking boys who should be in jail.
no, you know what's so funny? Speaking of Glocktavius, speaking of Glocktavius, bro, the guy, we played the video earlier, and then the guy was like, "We got switches," and I kind of jumped on that whole thing because the ludicrousness of it all, like switches, like Glock switches are not combat weapons, bro. Those are toys, basically.
Well, Hood, like, during that fantastic stream, like Brad, he started up a stream, and like I went over there for a couple of minutes. I was looking at the chat, and like, yeah, I seen a lot of that in the chat. It was like the audacity these niggas talking about. I don't know, somebody driving or something.
There is something weird ticking.
Somebody driving or some shit.
Hold on, that's me. Hold on, let me mute up.
That's your turn signal, nigga. Turn already. What the fuck?
No, man, no. I got my blinkers on, man. I got my blinkers on. I'm getting out of Chicago.
Driving like an old lady. Goddamn.
I'm trying to get out of Chicago. I'm lost, man. I'm pulled over. I don't want to get chased by Venezuelans and shit.
Yeah. Well, if you're in Chicago, you might as well put the camera on so you can see what's happening over there.
Please let me over here. Look at my.
Good. Hold on, Dre. We was cutting you off. Good, we finished, man.
No, I was gonna say, Trey, if you're in Chicago, you might as well put your camera on so we can see what's happening over there. But
man, I was out with the white people, man. I ain't going around the savages. Fuck that shit.
You gonna take the long way around the city?
Hell yeah. Shit. I'm in a $200,000 brand new truck. Hell no.
Oh shit.
You got the right attitude. You got the right attitude. Stay away from these derelicts, man. Stay with the white people. Stay away from these motherfuckers.
What I was saying is that during that fantastic stream, like Red, he started up a stream. I was looking at the chat and because basically it appears that Red and like people from his chat were like over in Fantastics and whoever else's chat at this time, I don't fucking know, but but they were making comments that would seem that they were like paying attention, right? And like they were saying shit like, because Hood, you were over there, you seen on the panel, right? Where like it seemed like the main point of contention there on the panel was, well, at least with the Chicago niggas, was that they didn't like the fact that Fantastic said the word take over. So they're just like, these Venezuelans ain't gonna take over the block. Like they're not gonna come over here and say this is my block. What if you said that shit? I'm like, are you serious? You really think that like, like if they were really trying to take over, you really think they're to come over and be like, yo, this is my block now?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, man.
Don't jump in yet. Let me say this one thing. I gotta do this. I gotta do this because I've been feeling it building up. I've seen it building up in the chat, and so it's finally happened.
It's like a Newport commercial. Look at that.
It's finally happened. Somebody paid they paid the toll. Well, I should say the bounty.
Nigga,
they paid for Dave to be kicked off the island.
Damn.
All right, y'all have a good one.
Bye, Dave. I felt it coming. I tried to hold it back as long as I could. But the chat has spoken. They couldn't hold on any longer, Dave.
You know what? It's not that.
Jones with the $10 cash app. He said, get Dave out of there. $10 is going to buy you about 30 minutes, though. I ain't going to ban you forever, Dave.
Yeah, Dave, you got to come back, bro. You got to defend your honor.
Dave got to come back. But it's not that Dave hasn't gone through struggles, and independently himself, he's probably a survivor. He seems like a strong dude. Don't get me wrong, but as a whole, we as Americans cannot think that we are more, let's say, savage than these people. We really can't.
I don't want to over. Oh, some, and again, I don't want to put that on your average street gang nigga. Like that's way too much faith for such an untapped thing. Like, no, I mean an unproven thing. Like, no. There are Americans out here. I would rather put that. I would rather send some black militias, your actual black militia members, than street niggas. Like, I mean, at least
you mean the niggas that were shooting themselves in Stone Mountain? Oh, okay.
Not the MSKC. I mean, hell, send them niggas in there. And Chester Pawn's got to go first, right? So send them niggas in there first. Let them open up. We need spotters and shit. We need the enemy to reveal their positions and all that, right? So send the NFAC in there first, and then send the other militias.
Then send the 3%ers in after.
Outlaw motorcycle gangs have more organization than the everyday street dude. So I mean, it's really not these street dudes. I don't know what the fuck they're thinking. They're really not.
Your average street gang is most organized in prison. I swear to God, people think power and all these BMF type TV shows and what's that nigga in California in the 80s? What was that show?
That's what's his face? Rick Ross.
Snowfall. Yeah, Snowfall, right? Niggas think that shit is like real, right? And it won even in the
They
80s,
think
where
they
the
know.
90s, where coke and crack money was really popping like that. Niggas didn't
Facts.
really have extended networks the way the TV
Right.
makes it seem.
And that
Most
was first
black street
Snowball.
gangs
That's
don't
one
have
family.
juice.
Hold up, Moy. Hold up, Moy.
But nah. Most black street gangs don't have that level of juice. Like most black street gangs haven't even imagined making it to the level of talking to politicians and shit. That's a very rare thing for a black criminal organization to get to. And so
Facts.
now to imagine that these niggas are just highly organized, like even the mafia they not hitting like they used to, and they actually organize. They are the definition of organized crime in America, and
Facts.
most black street gangs are not organized crime. That's a whole different
That's why the
thing.
blacks wanted to idolize the Italian mafia, but they still can't even do it like that. So come
No,
on, they ain't doing that.
because you have, when you organize a criminal element, you have to be organized around a masculine element. You
Exactly.
can't, you like, I'm sorry, but black street gangs are matriarchal, even like
Exactly.
in their
And
setup.
also, you have to be disciplined. These motherfuckers, look, this dude arguing with me about fucking sagging his pants. These motherfuckers aren't disciplined.
Sharif Ali says Jeff Ford already did that when he talked to Richard Nixon. I will grant you, and I'm not saying none have ever. But it's super rare. Black. I think in
That was
Philadelphia you had like the
Roswell,
black
by the
gang.
way.
Chicago. They had some deep black gang ties. I'm not gonna say it was never a thing. Them niggas all got decapitated as far as gang structure goes, and so
But
it was
here,
a rare thing that it happened in the first place.
but here's the thing: even with all the gang banging and burning down cities, and Martin Luther King begging on his knees, getting attacked by German shepherds and shit, why were there Thomas Souls of the world running around at that time? It was all a mindset. It was like, you know what? I'm not going to allow myself to be part of the victimhood, not to be part of the gang culture. I'm just going to, be above it all. And niggas was
Well,
able to
Trey.
get past the programming then.
Well,
Yeah, these
Trey.
motherfuckers are victims.
Thomas Sowell was a Marxist at first. He went all the way
And
from Marxism to
and
conservatism.
what does
True,
that
but
have to do? What does
but
it have to do? What does it have to do with my point, bro?
the
No,
point
I'm
is
just saying,
discipline.
like,
The
but
point he's
earlier
making
on,
is
he
that
probably been running around with the Panthers when in his younger days.
yeah, but either
Okay,
way, the
what does
point
that
is
have to do? Hold up, real quick, Moy. Come back and forth. What does that have to do with my point about the '60s? He was nine. He's not. He's like in his '90s, bro. You're talking about mid '50s McCarthy area, all that. The Big Red Scare. We're talking about the '60s civil rights era. You had a whole lot of niggas like Thomas Sowell running around and said, "I want no parts of this shit. I'm just going to be a great American," and they thrived, and they're still
Yeah, but
thriving to today.
like he didn't start making his change until he started working for government. So it was a little bit after that.
yeah, but what he's basically saying is just the fact that back in the day and in general, if you want to do well, even in criminality, you have to have seriousness. Look, in all these movies, all these fucking American gangster, all these movies that are about black gangsters, technically they fucking show the same thing. Because all those guys that stood out in the 60s, 70s, and 50s, they were all disciplined. They weren't no
But but
street
but but
level
let, but let,
bullshit.
let's but Moy, let's get away from the criminality element and go back to like the Thomas Souls in the '60s. Those
But I'm
men were
okay,
able to
okay.
thrive.
Even that,
Yeah,
just in general, there was discipline, and in general, you need discipline
masculinity.
and masculinity. Yes, and that's what I'm saying. And unfortunately, in today's time, the black culture, the everyday, does not have it. I'm not talking about the men on this panel, but in general, like I said, if a kid gets triggered for the fact that he doesn't know that his pants mean that he want to get raped, okay, then at the end of the day, guess what? You're a weak man. That's what I'm
Okay,
saying. These kids are immature.
okay, but who instills emotional control in boys?
Men.
Man,
There you go.
No, I
Anybody
get
want to
that. I'm
argue?
not
Anybody
saying
want
they're
to
not
argue with me
single.
again
I'm not
on the
saying they're not
fathers?
single mother raised. But what I'm trying to tell you is, in general, when it comes to this context, the African American culture, one, it
Please
does
don't say
not
that
have the
word.
discipline.
Please don't say
Whatever you want to
that.
call it, whatever you want to
Yeah,
call it, the community, whatever they call it. The point is that the discipline level. Look, you'll when it comes to this kind of stuff and fighting this kind of stuff, if you do want to, first you have to respect your enemy, but secondly, you need discipline. I would trust some World War II vets over these fucking hooligans on the street.
it's
wait,
this,
why would
man.
you bring them in? Why would you bring them in question? Like, what would the World War II vets do that lead you to not to question them?
Wait, say again. What would the World War II vets do to not question them?
No, for you to question them. You said you would trust them over some street guys. I'm like, I
Well,
would
the
too.
vets are proven. Yeah, the vets are a proven
Yeah,
quantity.
I'm just talking about discipline, and I'm just saying that the whatever the culture of today, whether it's the liberals or whatever the urban culture, they're
Yeah,
not
but
as disciplined and as tough
you're
as they think.
comparing time periods though.
It
Like,
doesn't matter. Discipline is discipline.
no. It
Masculinity is
does matter
masculinity.
because
It
the kids
doesn't
grown
matter.
up now. The kids grown up now haven't been instilled discipline. You
Look,
don't
but
just
it doesn't. It doesn't
you don't
matter.
get it through
There's a
osmosis.
level. There's a level. At the end of the day, every man has to realize that they are responsible for themselves, and you can't be blaming this, that, and the other. Now, whether your culture tells you that or not, it's still your responsibility. Okay, know
Okay,
thyself. What you
well, hold
seek
on,
is
Moy, Moy,
seeking
Moy.
you.
And this is where I say there is no culture. I've been saying this for 7 years. That is made up. There's no such thing as a culture, a community. It's I know it's a word we use, but if it ain't being passed down through a lineage, through a patriarchal lineage, they won't get anything. They'll get what they get through programming, through their mama, through their aunties, through Big Mama and them. Which
I,
no, they're not
but
gonna
but
get it.
I get it, and you're right. But what I'm saying is, as a man, there comes a point in your life where you have to stop the victim mentality. Other cultures understand that, whether they're criminals or not. Guess what? They understand it. This culture we're
But you're
specifically talking about right now does not get that. That's why the other gentleman got mad at me and started talking about, oh, what about the pants and this, that. That's not the point I'm trying to make. The point is about discipline. The point is about being an honorable, righteous person. And we may think of these people as quote unquote criminals, which technically they are. But guess what? Many of them, when you talk in this sense, they're more disciplined than the hooligan over here. So when it comes to war, guess what? They have an advantage.
well,
I
well,
want to. I
more.
want to
You're
jump
you're
in.
okay. Okay,
Because
go
we
ahead.
kind of hold on. We kind of rehashing the old territory. I want to get to this video real quick. We haven't really let it play yet because not everybody in Chicago agrees that the Venezuelans took over a building.
Hey, I'm over here. I'm over here, that's right, with folks in there. This is the building. No motherfucking Venezuelans ain't took over a motherfucking thing over here. You see this shit here? So that shit y'all seeing online, that's a goddamn lie. No motherfuckers ain't coming over here taking over a motherfucking thing. You see that shit? Old block right down the street, right behind me. You see that?
Hey, I got faith in y'all, man. I hope Chicago get it together, man. We need somebody to fight back on this shit, man.
Well, Hood, did you hear what he just said? He just
What's
said
that?
on his mama that they never took over.
Hey, man, he
Oh,
ain't gonna
my
lie on his
mama.
mama and them. Do he look like he gonna lie on his mama and them?
On his mama. He
I
ain't gonna
love
lie on his mama and them.
I love that saying. What Hood? You know what Moy reminds me of us, man. In days past, when we were still in that rage phase about coming to acceptance about the community.
I'm
You
not
know,
in the
Moy.
rage phase. I'm not in the rage phase. I don't give a fuck about these motherfuckers. I'm just
I
saying.
know, but
I think Boy just get it. He just get that Latin excitement going. That's
Yeah,
all.
I'm a
yeah.
passionate dude.
What you need, bro? You need this book, and I've read it online. I think that's what gave my channel the nuclear strike. Is I read Negroes in Negro Land, online on YouTube. You need to just look up that book more and just have a good read, and you'll
Listen,
understand why, bro.
I knew all this
Negroes
stuff
in
when I
Negro
was
Land.
13 and I came to the city and motherfuckers in the arcade would make fun of me because I had books in my backpack. Like I've known this shit since the beginning. So
Well, not
So
that
you
book,
trying to
bro.
read?
Just that
You trying to
book.
read? Oh,
Negroes
you
in
got a
Negro Land, bro.
I know I
Well,
read, right? It's
well,
crazy that I actually read.
No, that's not the point, bro.
what I was saying earlier when I was looking over in that chat and like when they were like responding to like the streams like after the fact of that one earlier, like yeah, I was seeing a lot of like people in the chat being like, "There's no way they could take over Chicago like that." Like, you know how many switches we got over here? Yeah, like if you go back and look at their live chat, like there's a lot of that in there.
Hey, listen, I hope it works out the way you guys want it to, right? Because if you go over here in Venezuela, I mean, not in Venezuela, I mean, Aurora, Colorado,
Look, these motherfuckers got rats. You know what that means in the third world when you
Right,
throw up
they
a rat?
killing rats over there, bro. I know who the rat hunters are, bro. Listen, this is a clear
Exactly.
message, and I want things to go well for you, Chicago niggas. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I hope it works
Bro,
well for you,
okay,
Chicago
when
niggas.
is the last time a motherfucking American gang threw up rats? These motherfuckers in their country, you know what? They wouldn't be throwing up rats. You know those would be heads. That's what
Yeah,
you guys don't understand.
heads and feet.
I got a response to Hood with the
Isn't that where
rats,
that
man.
police chief was standing? Isn't that exactly where she was standing?
You know what? We played that video of the police chief. I think she was in that very courtyard.
Hey,
She was
this
right
nigga holding.
there.
Hey, this nigga holding up rats, but we know niggas, man. Niggas will snitch over a fucking Big Mac meal, man. You put a fucking quarter pounder meal in front of a nigga on the first 48, it's a wrap, man.
Facts. He going for that
Yeah,
McDonald's.
I don't think our jail is as threatening as prison for them, right? So they might not be compelled to tell the way a lot of dudes over here tell. Like niggas find out they can't see their baby mama forever, they start talking.
And it's not a Big Mac meal, Trey. It's a cigarette, much cheaper.
Well, the Big Mac come with a cigarette.
Dirty folks, you missed a lot, bro. Dirty folks,
Yeah,
where you
dirty
missed
folks,
a
you
lot.
missed a lot. Also, a lot of these dudes.
Oh shit, dirty.
A lot of these dudes, they wasn't raised by single mothers. That's another thing. Uh-oh.
Damn, niggas want to come in when I'm about to close it up. All right, I guess we got to go into overtime.
Yo, dirty's in the building.
Hey, look, you even got the snowman came in. They
Yeah, I
came in
noticed.
together.
Well,
Hey,
also,
the
Mr.
buddy
O been
cop
on the
back.
panel, but Mr. O been on the panel for a while and he hasn't said anything.
What's up, Angry Snowman?
Mr. O, I know what you're doing. O just doing his content thing. He probably not even doing real YouTube in real life. That nigga totally focused on other shit right now.
Well,
Once
technically,
I heard these Chicago niggas talking on the panel, I was like, Mr. O, you need to get involved in this. It's dirty in here. You got to hold it down. But he let Dave go up there and hold it down for you.
I have, bro. I was actually editing a video talking about this situation right now. You know, I was trying to be focused, but I'm halfway done now. Now I'm back. What's going on with the Guala Gualas on the screen?
So this is allegedly some Trinidad members. They are doing a protest in the courtyard. I think I played the video of this courtyard on my last stream about this immigration thing, where the police captain or whatever high up police lady, she was in that very courtyard saying there are no gang members. There's no gang activity here, and gotcha, bitch. Apparently, the Trinidaraguas are making a threatening gesture right now, holding up dead rats on rat traps.
Also, there was mainstream media that said that the media in Aurora was having conflicting media. So mainstream media has covered the fact that Aurora is covering something up.
Yeah, I did play a lot of that too.
Man, you can't never watch mainstream media, man. Just turn the TV off and watch Twitter, man.
This is why you follow me, because I do half my show, most of my show off Twitter.
Hey, I wonder why they were trying to ban TikTok now. Now we know why. A lot of information that we get off of shout out to Elon, even though he's an asshole sometimes. Shout out to Elon.
Shout out to Elon.
How is Elon's an asshole? How is Elon an asshole?
Wait till the shit I show y'all tomorrow morning.
Man, African Americans get no love, man. African Americans get no love, man. Fuck, goddamn.
Yeah, man. Africans get no love.
Look, here's South African. He don't count. That's like my girl Charlize Theron. You know what I'm saying? She's an African American.
Nah, she's African too. She's fucking African, man.
Yo, shout out to the African Americans.
I got these cheeseburgers.
Hey, goddamn it! There's a cracker on the panel. There's a cracker, man. I thought this was a supremacist of color meeting up here, and you got to bring a cracker on.
Man,
Hold on, somebody was just calling me.
Here, man. We got Latino. Look at my Latino friend. Yo, is he still here? Yo, ain't you the greatest? You know what I'm saying? We got my white friend here. You know what I'm saying? And you Snowman. You know what I'm saying? But my man from the Pennsylvania. Ain't you the greatest?
Hey, I'm a tether. Don't include me with y'all. I'm a tether.
Yeah, same here.
I'm like Kamala. I'm half Jamaican, like Kamala. She my peoples.
Well, I was calling you. I was saying.
No, you initiated. You initiated.
Hold on. hold on. One at a time. Somebody, Andre, that was you. Somebody was trying to get in.
Yeah. So, sorry, my shit low, but yeah. Like I don't know if you remember a couple of streams ago, I was asking you when you were playing this whole Venezuelan thing, and I was like, where are all the racist white dudes when you need them? Because according to that fucking dude that was streaming, was putting out these streams, he's talking about apparently like Hell's Angels is going over there. Like,
well, we did that whole show, and listen, I think the Angels thing was a bunch of internet bullshit. Just to keep it a buck, I think it was the interneting, but yeah, no angels have showed up. I'm going to show you something, actually. This is what I've seen so far, and it's fucking hilarious, too. I wanted to make a video out of this, but I just didn't really get around to it because I was busy. I had shit going on in my real life, but where is that thing at? All right, I'm going to
check your Cash App, too, Hood.
I am. I'm looking at it right now. I'm doing like 3 different things right now. Let me see. Sigma. All right, that was Sigma Jones a minute ago.
Why you send me a Cash App?
Hey, man, you gotta speak up more on the panel, bro. You don't get money for sitting there quietly.
I only got enough money to make part-time reparations payments to one black.
Hey, right, listen, you can't steal my reparations check. This is my white guy, all right? You get your own white guy.
I ain't get my 40 acres in a mule. I ain't get my blend, my 40 ounce.
Talk to Dirty, man. He's got all kinds of white slaves.
Every black person is obligated to get their reparations from an individual white person. That's it. That's how it works. You got to find your guy, and hey, you're my guy, and then he'll give you reparations.
You want me on that wall. You need me on that wall.
But hold on, shout out to Steven with the $20 Cash App. Steven smashed that Cash App button for me, and then Snowman, like I said, my man Snowman, he's my guy. You can't have him. Snowman with the $10. He said a little coin for your time. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate y'all for smashing that Cash App button for me.
Hulk! Smash! Smash you! You make Hulk angry. You not like Hulk angry. Hulk no like fighting girls.
You know,
that money, man. Count that fucking money, man. Count the money.
I was going to send you a different message, but the last time I did, you felt some type of way the rest of the show, and then didn't stream the next day because it got inside your head and shit. So,
how do you don't think I actually had to go to work or something? I might have had to go do my real life.
Do you want me to be honest or lie?
Did you go full cracker on him, Snowman?
Either way, bro. Either way, I'm a big boy. I can deal with it.
I'll say, I don't know.
You're gonna punk out on me now. Dirty folks.
Well, look, at least you know what day of the week is. Dirty, there's no way he's ever going to convince me he has a real job. He doesn't even know what day of the week it is.
Bro, you know what's so funny? That's how you know I actually have a real job. Because when I wasn't working, like when I was just hustling all day, I swear to God, I forget what days it was. Because you really get so far out of touch with normal life. It becomes amazing. Like I was marveled at myself at one point. Like, I don't even know how you people live anymore. And I was like, damn, I got to get back in touch with how regular people live.
Bro, we literally got one of them dry erase board calendars at the house that I have to use and mark off every day. That way I don't forget what day it is and what we got going on.
Man, fuck that shit. That's why I got to get off the road for good, man. I have no clue what day it is, man. None. Never. Like, I'm on the road so much. And yes, man. I had to dip south
road, state to state all day and shit.
Yeah, that shit, man. You just forget.
Yeah, I can see that too. Yeah. Huh. I'm not putting in so many hours right now. It's easier for me. With dirty folks, man, we were kind of low key picking on Chicago a little bit, but not totally. Because I said you shouldn't be putting this shit on street niggas to begin with.
You can't look again. I told you cannot pick on us because look.
I didn't know your name was Dirty.
Right, hold on. Let me finish my point. But nah, I was owning my shit, bro. I was saying you can't really put this on the street niggas no matter what. But the street niggas is the ones saying that they got it. So it's weird now. I gotta criticize them a little bit. I don't have total faith in them, but I hope it goes well. Dirty folks, what say you, bro?
I swear, I'm starting to think these Chicago guys all have autism.
Nah, that's wild,
I
bro.
actually
It's
do.
definitely something in the water.
Yeah, there's something in the water in Chicago.
And I mean that totally respectfully, Mr. O, David, and dirty folks. You don't apply because you don't even know where you are half the time.
I don't think Dirty's actually on the panel right now.
I'm on the panel. I'm just waiting for them to, finish talking for me.
I said earlier you was probably chasing some Venezuelan around. Have you did you catch the Venezuelan? Because I predicted you were out chasing a Venezuelan because side missions and shit.
I mean, I do have side missions, but
go Dirty. You got it, bro.
You missed the whole conversation earlier, Dirty. It was over on Fantastics, and nobody was picking on Chicago. Really, there was 3 or 4 Chicago niggas on the panel, and they were going at it hard for hours. So nobody had to say anything. Fantastic actually just walked away and let them talk.
Chicago ain't been shit since Phil Jackson left the Bulls.
Guys, dirty folks.
That's crazy. Not Michael Jordan, Phil Jackson. That's crazy. All right,
it's kind of true.
I was gonna say Coach Q, but fuck you,
I'm saying, man, that's the white man right there. Fuck the color that brought the money to the city. It was the white man who told him what to do. Anyway, I mean, Chicago been swerving on these cats for a minute, bro. They got a little, but Chicago became kind of cliquish like New York. But on the east side, man, Chicago boys was bending blocks on the Venezuelans. They got a whole gang board niggas that made a peace treaty with the BDs so they can come from 2 sides. But it's not because they're illegal migrants. It's because they're criminals. People always say, yo, black people mess with other black people. They don't mess with other. Look, criminals fuck with criminals.
Period.
True.
So Venezuelans came through. I kind of, did a quick recap on your show until you opened the panel part. When dude was stay neutral, which I don't really understand. I do understand what a neutron is. I get that. But
are we talking about a Jimmy Neutron?
No, it's slang, but yeah, it's neutral, but still, get finished, dirty folks.
but they decided not to be. They was okay, you can come out here and act like that's your wife and sell $20 coochie. That's cool. Y'all not making no money out here. You know what I mean? Y'all didn't bring the work with you. Y'all need the work. So y'all really don't have no real purpose on trying to run a spot. But if y'all want to run a spot, if you think these little Latin kings gonna get y'all work and y'all gonna take our block, we're gonna come through the alley and shoot your whole family. They're gangbanging. It's not street niggas on the rise. These are warrior class, like Keisha says. It's niggas handling nigga business, right? Venezuelans is just nigga. Niggas handling nigga business, bro. It'll work itself out.
That's so backwards.
Work itself out. You just said it'll work itself out. Jesus Christ.
Dude, that's how it works itself out in the hood.
That's so backwards.
Why? Once again, glorifying the lowest common denominator.
Move Dirty. Man, I want to set up a fund to move Dirty to the whitest part of America.
Look.
Dirty don't even have an address, man.
You can't ask people who are actually affiliated to describe the way it works and then say they're glorifying it. That's kind of an unfair.
My bad. I'm sorry.
I mean,
I just want to get Dirty out of it. Dirty's too valuable to be around that close. We need you far away, Dirty.
No, actually, they protect Dirty in the hood. I don't know why. He's half retarded, but they still protect him.
Yo, we need to get Dirty.
If you only knew how that got paid for.
Man, let's get Dirty to freaking Provo, Utah. Get him a couple, blonde wives. Have a bunch of Patrick Mahomes kids, about 6 of them.
Mm-hmm. Dirty need to be in a gated community with some snow bunnies, not in the hood. Over there
but Dirty been all over the U.S. though, man. He's been to the Iowas and a bunch of these places or whatever.
So why he want to be in Derelictville?
Hey, look, he had no choice. He had to leave the area because his spot got blown up, man.
No. Oh, okay, I got you.
No, man, he just likes it there.
Nah, I was looking for something. I found it.
No,
I'm
you
reading it.
like it there,
I
dude. I
don't.
can tell. I can tell you
I don't
like it
think.
there.
I think that I was talking about a different element to the problem where like black folk in general aren't nationalistic the way like a country hick is
Facts. They don't give a
America.
shit about
Yeah,
anything.
black folk. I don't know that black folk. All right, you see how? All right.
No, you got
First
to
of all, the fact
black
that
folk are black first.
They
yeah,
used
and
to
not
be, by the
American
way.
first,
Yo, you know
Yeah, that's
what?
fucked up.
Malcolm X was a black
black
nationalist,
folk
bro.
are which is why black folk are so easy to make like deals with the Latinos in the first place, which has allowed the Latinos to gain further and further foothold. Like we
Bro, they
start
have
talking
no
about the Mexicans on the
patriotism.
West
They
Coast.
should just go to Africa.
Not only is it no patriotism, they see the country they live in as the white man's property, and so these non-white people
So why
are
even fight
allies.
over it? Why they fighting over land
Jesus
that's not even
Hey,
theirs?
Christ.
hold
Chill,
on,
You're
Moy.
making
hold
all
Chill,
this
on,
stuff up.
Moy.
hold on.
Oh
They see
shit.
Chill,
these
Moy.
non-white people as allies against the white man, right? And so now it's put black folk in a weird box where like it's almost too late for black folk to really truly be nationalists, but that's kind of what's needed because black people, I don't think black people really see it as an intrinsic threat. I think a lot of black folks see it the way Dirty described it. Like, listen, if you on my block, well, then now we got beef. Like the problem stops. The problem starts way before you see him on your block.
How's it their block? Most of these people don't even own land. How's it their block? The fuck is
Because
wrong with these people?
Moy.
hey, you
Negro
know,
land, Moy. Negro land, Moy. Go read it,
hey, you
bro.
know what? I
I'm
don't
not
own
gonna
my
keep
land
making all
either,
this.
and I would like for you to come to my hill
Yeah,
and tell me that it ain't mine.
freestyle. I need you to quit with all this passive aggressive racism. I fuck with Snowman because he an overt racist. I respect that. Quit being passive aggressive, man. Quit doing that shit. Because you really ain't got shit. But you be talking shit like you be talking shit. And I like you. I'm saying this out of love, bro. Like if you was my boy, I'd beat you up then hug you. Like you kind of be fucking up.
Well,
It's
see,
not
dirty.
fucking up.
Hug
I'm
you.
saying, why are these things glorified and why do you
Well, I'll
want
be
to
right
like
back.
these people who are bad
I'll be getting
coming
back.
into your
He wasn't
neighborhood?
glorifying it.
Well,
He was just
Moy,
telling you the way it is.
Moy, I'll tell you, bro. There's you got to read Negro Land, man. It's thousands of years of this. There's no changing it, bro. You got to accept it, and then move the fuck away. And then look at it on Twitter on Conservatives feed, and drop
No,
the
I
N bomb
know.
every now and
Listen,
then, like me.
I said I'm
Well,
a
well,
classist. I think all of these
well,
people are retarded. But if they
well,
want to
well,
live in the bottom of the barrel, go for it.
well, dirty. Like that's what I've been saying in the chat. Low key, I'm thinking like I can't say this for sure, but like Moy's giving me ZZZ vibes. Remember that other dude that was up here talking that bullshit?
No, it's not bullshit. He's right. Moy is 100% spot on.
No,
He's
he's
just in the
spot on
rage
though.
phase of it.
You need a little bit more zen to your chill, bro. You got to add some zen.
Now
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
will go anywhere for
you live in
green
that
eyes,
fucking
red hairs, or green eyes. That's true. I give you that.
Yeah, that's because you like playing with the devil.
Oh, fuck you, Snowman. Ain't you married
Yeah,
to one?
She
I
ain't got
swear,
green eyes, dude.
I'm like, what?
you
Green
just
eyed,
like shitting on my ideal white woman.
green
Yeah,
eyed
I know.
bitches are the devil.
No, fuck you,
I'm gonna
Snowman.
get me an Irish redhead, green-eyed chick with a big old
Dude, I'm
ass,
telling you, it'll be
and
the
I'm
last
falling
fucking
off from
mistake
that.
you.
I got my
Dude, I'm
Dominican
telling
wife
you,
has
Hood.
green eyes, you
Hood.
motherfucker.
That shit'll be the last mistake you ever make. You end up with a
She
green eyed
got
devil.
green eyes and a fucking blonde afro. You fucking racist, Snowman.
You're goddamn right. I'm
Snowman.
racist against green eyes.
Culturally
Well,
appropriating
so
green-eyed bitch. Look, here's the thing.
I don't fuck with green eyed bitches. If you don't have blue eyes or brown eyes, then you ain't of
Oh,
this
fuck
world.
you. I'm married to the
Snowman
devil
is a
then.
You
he's a
are.
traditional white racist.
Okay, wait. Let's clarify some
Snowman
shit real
got
quick. I'm gonna
Snowman
give
got
y'all because I'm not really from Negro land, but I understand the colors, right? I be amongst the colors. It's not that blacks are un-American; they're bipolar. So, do you know how much
No,
effort
they
it takes?
put blackness first, man. And if you put
Right,
blackness first, then
right.
that means you're putting degeneracy first.
Y'all sound like that
What I mean?
MBD nigga.
Well, by proxy, right? Because you putting Keisha first, and Keisha is degenerate. So you're right.
Now that's dirty. That's dirty talk. Don't be
Like
talking that MBD shit.
not like the energy it takes, the mind fuck it takes to blame everything your woman does to you on white supremacy is crazy.
And like Shaka said, really, bipolar is like American culture.
So that's what that is. Once like the younger generation, man, I'm listening to these boys 12, 13 years old. Like, I'm getting a white girl, nigga. Like, your mama black. I know. I don't even like my mama. Like, these boys get it.
Dirty, like, dirty. Real quick, we better talk about like how Snowman is trying to gatekeep us from the redheads. He got us
No,
all.
I'm trying to, dude. I'm trying to fucking give you guys game and tell you which redheads to fuck with. You want to ruin your life, then fucking do it. I don't care, man. Go ahead and fucking stick your dick in that fucking in that goddamn fucking time bomb.
Hey, Snowman, give us white wisdom. It's white
Snowman.
wisdom. We have to accept it for that.
Snowman, who hurt you, bro?
A redhead with green eyes. Are you not paying attention? What the fuck? Did you just wake up, nigga?
Oh shit!
I mean, how many ways do I got to tell you that I hate redhead with green eyes?
Hey, you know I was gonna go through your city, bro, but I chose another route because I'm like, man, this motherfucker might swing on me and shit. He's still probably salty. Let me go another route through Indiana.
I think you're just scared to come over here, man. To be honest with you,
because you're gonna kick my ass, bro.
Hey, Snowman, I thought you were Irish, man.
I am harmless.
You said,
oh, he's got beef with me.
No, I said Irish.
Oh,
that's me.
I am Irish.
I thought you said Amish.
What's up? What's it? Amish.
That's what you said, Amish. I was like, whoa, why? That's cool.
What's up with the green hair, the green eyed redhead chicks, man?
Green eyes mean, dude. Green eyed women come from the pits of hell, dude. I'm telling you, they're direct fucking children of Satan himself.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie. This is not historically factual what he's saying. However, I did see a video talking about why Mary Jane Watson is the biggest villain in Marvel Comics.
Because she's a green-eyed fucking redhead.
Yeah. Well, Snowman, that kind of sounds like Catholic hell, so I think we might be good.
Hell, Jessica Rabbit.
Dude, you can't trust anything green.
Jessica Rabbit.
What?
That's colorist as it comes right there. Not even just black, just green. So really, Gamora, green represents black. I think that we got under the Gamora Incredible Hulk Act, green and black.
Dude, what color's money? Green. You can't trust that shit either.
Kryptonite.
Hey, look. All I'm gonna say is this.
All three that safe is Green Lantern.
Oregano's green. People try to sell that shit like weed. Weed's green. They try and pretend that oregano's weed.
All right, look.
You can't trust green shit. You can't. And especially when it's attached to something that ain't got a soul.
I don't know, but green-eyed girls got coochie lips though. Them blonde girls, they look like somebody cut between their legs with a butter knife. Them green-eyed girls, they got fat cats.
Trust me, dude. The blue-eyed fucking redheads are just as fiery as the fucking green-eyed ones. It's just you got a better chance of them not fucking stabbing you in the back of the head while you're sleeping.
Oh, that's why I spoon. That's why I spoon.
I see. We've exhausted.
I wanted to say something about the show, but they kept talking about the green-eyed girls. Look,
yeah, I don't want to talk about chicks too much.
Look, when I tell you guys,
I'm done.
When I tell you guys, look, part of being nationalist is killing for the logo, whether it's the American flag, the bald eagle, the 6-point star, the blue rag. It's about killing for the logo. Nationalism is a form of symbolism. It's about killing for the logo. What you're looking at is street level acumen of killing for the logo. Am I going to kill for the American flag? No. Am I going to kill for the flag that I wear, that the way that my hat tilts? Yes.
Oh God!
It's a man. Shut the fuck up, man. I don't care. Got coward shit right now. How men operate is on something bigger than you. So when you have a
backwards hat is bigger than you.
Yo,
Jesus
chill out, man.
Christ,
Dude, don't. First it was Dave freestyle. Let him finish making the point. You get a pushback if you want.
I swear you know.
Dave, you good? Dave, you good? I said your name to make a point.
Dave, now, ever since that
5-star Dave, you good, bro? You good?
Say something about Snowman being in a white militia
got
group.
Tourette's.
Say that shit. Snowman in a white fucking militia group. He got me hanging out with white nationalists, got them with guns and open carry states. Say something about that. You're not. You know why, bitch? Because white is white, black is black. Ain't no fucking difference. People just move in the same way in a different area.
That's facts.
Fucking cowards. Anyway, so it's gonna work itself out because everybody gonna shoot for the logo, right? Now in Chicago is very different than other cities like
dude, the whole city of Chicago is like one great big fucking trailer park.
No. The comparison,
watch your fucking mouth.
Dave. I mean, dirty folk. The comparison is Chicago versus Aurora, Colorado. Then
Chicago has.
Hey, the only other place I know of where they got speed bumps in the road is trailer parks.
Hey, look,
No,
don't
man,
worry
you
about our
gotta
speed
check
bumps,
it.
man. We
You
be having
gotta check it
situations with the police, bro. We be doing shit out here. Niggas be moving. The 90s was wild, bro.
Gotham or Metropolis.
Them speed bumps been there since like 96. We was wilding, bro. With cul-de-sacs
We
and
had the
dope
same
spots.
potholes since 1996 around here, man. Fuck.
Hey, that's true, bro. Like a pothole right behind a speed bump is crazy. But anyway, but that's bad. That's bad municipality, right? Because girls don't care how streets get fixed. They just want the city to pay for their kids. Anyway,
Yep.
So what your Chicago and the areas you're talking about are homeowner areas. It's not like we're talking apartment buildings where it's transient residents, or you're talking about project buildings where it's owned by the city. We're talking about homeowner areas. All the motherfuckers, even if they badass kids with guns, they mama got the house from granddad, and the house been in a family since the 1970s from white flight. That's their house. They just pay property tax at this point. They don't even have a mortgage. So they're shooting out on a block with the niggas they went to school with since kindergarten.
Yep.
It's different.
Hey, Dirty, do you want to do a stream after David's done with this?
5-star Dave, man. I'm no longer Dave.
I wasn't talking about you, sir.
Oh, my bad.
He's 5-star.
Yeah,
We call you Dave. I said David.
Much longer.
My bad.
We probably got another 20-30 minutes in this, and I'm out of here.
Well, no, that's why I asked if Dirty wanted to do it
I
tonight.
might as well. But because I
Yes
got
or no?
I say yeah, why not, man? I hang with the white man. Somehow people think we
Well, I'll build shit and put it together while we're
Dirty and Mr. O.
You get a bounty
earlier, like it's part of the reason why I was saying I was hoping you guys were up there on the panel when they were talking all the Chicago shit, because there was stuff being said, like apparently they were saying that a whole like apartment building or apartment complex got taken over by the Venezuelans, like 2 blocks away from O Block. I was just wondering what you guys' thoughts was on that.
Well, hold on before you guys respond. Let me just say this, because I played the 911 audio where. All right, think about this for a second, right?
I told y'all.
Now that we're in the depth of the conversation, let me just say this equivocally. If you listen to the 911 tape, the lady says there are 32 Venezuelans. Or 32 is a lot to count, right? So you really counted 32 people? Right there is a weird thing. That's such an odd number to land on. So you counted out 32 individual people. So they were all like standing straight in a line so you can count them accurately. And then 2, how do you know a Venezuelan when you see them? They all look a little Mexican to me. Some are taller, some are shorter.
You can tell by how thick their accent is a lot of times, though.
But again, that's not. So did she walk up and talk to them to determine their Venezuelanness, or did you just see them from a window and call the police? Like that video is. I mean, that 911 call is suspicious as fuck. I just would like to say that.
Hey, maybe she could just sense the third world fucking degeneracy off of them.
Well, I mean, if she said,
maybe they had the third world shit smell.
Hey, say if she was like Hispanic.
There's a number of black people over there now, right? Now, if you see number of black people in one day, then you start seeing little Guala over here, Venezuelan over here, Venezuelan over there. You start counting them motherfuckers. If you start seeing them motherfuckers congregate, you already got a head count. You know what I'm saying? When you start all seeing them go into one part of the building or right near the building, bro, you already got the head count. You know how many there, how many what's the name? We are different here in Chicago. Tell them, Dirty.
Hey, there's also a difference between Mexican versus other people from South America.
Yeah,
they specifically look different.
Yeah, we can tell the difference between somebody shaped like a refrigerator box and somebody shaped like poverty.
I imagine that happens over time. And maybe the lady on the phone can just spot a Venezuelan from a Mexican, from a Guatemalan, from an El Salvadoran. I guess eventually
no, you can't.
With experience you can, but it seems a lot to me. It seems like a task.
No, you just only Venezuelan, but you know they're not Mexican. That's it.
Here's the thing, man. Now here's the thing. How do you distinguish a Panamanian from a Cuban, from a Dominican, from a Puerto Rican? You don't.
I
So these
Dominicans
motherfuckers capping. The call was fake.
I
The
might
call
know
was
a
fake.
Dominican. I might know a Dominican, but I don't know the rest of y'all. I can pull the Dominican aside.
Hey,
You can't
sometimes
pull a
it's head shakes,
Dominican.
man. No, hey, sometimes
How?
Trey. Hey, Trey. Hey, sometimes it's head shakes, man. Sometimes it's like like certain muscular structures. Like
How?
they
I'm
got
just
weird
saying from a
genetic or
nigga
something.
from a
Dave
nigga that
said
lived
it.
down there.
Dave said he gonna be like me, no black, and that's how you know he's
Pull my avatar up, Hood. Pull my avatar up.
Always say,
Pull my avatar up, Hood. Put it big screen. Is my wife Dominican? Does she look Dominican?
I couldn't tell.
not particularly. No,
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo,
she's a vague Latino mom.
Yeah, but look. I know I know cats can spot other like Indian Americans, right? Natives. They can spot different tribes, like from
But they're
I'm talking
usually
about like.
native when they're doing that.
So I'm saying over time, if you're with these people, man, you can tell. You can tell the difference. You be like, yo, that dude
you
ain't
can't,
Mexican.
bro.
No,
Only if
some
you hear
can't.
it.
Look, I'm gonna
No.
say some people you can't, but there's some that it's distinctive.
I'm gonna tell you this, man. For being married to a Dominican forever, bro, is this: the only way they know is if they open their mouth and start talking. Their accents are very distinguishable.
I feel like I want to congratulate us. This is a level of whiteness that white men have probably sat around like a giant oak table in a room full of books and thousands of years of knowledge in these books, and they've categorized all the races, and we're doing that very thing right now. How does one spot a Venezuelan from a Colombian?
I'm just going to sit back and let you guys be great, sir.
Thank you. This is a very white conversation. I just realized how white
No,
this
but
whole
I mean,
thing was.
no, but seriously though, it is the truth in certain circles, right? So like, say boxers, for example, right? There's definitely a difference between Mexican boxers and Venezuelan boxers.
Canelo
Huge
Alvarez.
difference.
Canelo Alvarez, white as can be.
Look. His dad was
Venezuelans can
down in.
box?
His dad was like in them spots.
What's that
Yeah, like
racist?
yeah.
I
What's
don't
the name
know.
was
It was a question.
Venezuelan.
Hold on. I need an answer. That was a legit question. Venezuelans
No,
can box.
yeah. There's Venezuelan boxers. There's been Venezuelan world champions
I had no idea.
at the lower weight classes, though.
I know they're all skinny. Ain't no Venezuelan heavyweights. There's almost no Latin heavyweights, really.
Like the only other things that I had for Dirty and for Mr. O was that the other thing is like after the whole them taking over the complex thing, like the Chicago dudes on the panel were arguing about, well, even if they took over some buildings, like they were abandoning buildings and who cares about them? But like there was other people that were saying that like apparently the Chicago dudes apparently they got locked in with the Venezuelans.
All right.
Go ahead, Dirty.
Took over and abandoned. Think about that in a sentence. How do you take over some shit ain't nobody using? Right.
You roll up on it, man. You just take that
No,
shit.
no. I think that I think that they had the right idea, but he had the wrong people on the panel. This is what happened. The building was abandoned. I know what they're talking about. I remember the complaint. The building was abandoned. The problem was that the Venezuelans migrated. Let's say they illegally resided. They squatted in the building, which people do anyway. That's not racial. That's not a race specific thing, right? The problem was that once the people found out that they were squatting, Chicago cats was like, "No, we're gonna get them the fuck up out of here." The city, so I gotta put this on Brandon Johnson, right?
Yep.
The city decided, yo, Mr. White Man, a white guy owned the building. It was an investment property, but he was a slumlord.
Snowman, do you know him?
They paid the rent for them niggas, didn't they?
They not only paid the rent, they paid $3,500 a month per unit if the Venezuelans fixed it up, but they couldn't like sue for like HIPAA and nothing like that. Like they couldn't say they in unsafe conditions. They just squatting, but they use squatters' rights in order to. The city gave them squatters' rights. They don't know shit about squatters' rights. The city gave them squatters' rights in order for them to be able to be in that building. Then they paid the guy who lived somewhere else. He was like, And he was on the news like, I just wanted to help people. I'm just happy to help. The building was just there anyway. No, he was he was a slumlord. The city shut down the building, and then the Venezuelans came and took over the building, quote unquote, of a condemned building by the city. And then the city paid that man $3,600 a unit to let them stay there. It was the whole thing was bullshit, but it wasn't. The Venezuelans
I
taking things.
remember that because that wasn't a recent thing. I don't know how many months ago it was,
No,
but
it
I
was like
think
18
I
months ago.
remember covering that story where they basically, I think they left the shelters. I don't think they got kicked out yet, but they left the shelters and then said, "Hey, we in here now." And you just told us the conclusion of that whole stupid shit. So there you go.
Yeah. Motherfuckers act like
Yeah,
people just laying down though. People ain't just laying down, man. The city is in cahoots with.
But
Don't go.
that's kind of that's the problem right there too. And this is why I said to put it on like so-called street niggas is too much anyway. Cause like this is too big. It's too big of a thing to ask like your local street niggas to do something about that. That's a crazy thought, bro.
yeah, like Hood. I don't know if it's on your stream or somebody's stream, but somebody was talking about in the chat. They were saying that apparently they were paying they were paying the landowners like about like what Dirty was saying, like the 32 or whatever per unit for like abandoned buildings to house these people.
Nah,
And
they
it just
can't
so
pay
happened
for
to be,
abandoned.
and it
The
just
fix
happened
is
to
in,
so
bro.
happen,
The fix
and
is
it
in.
They
just so
they,
happened.
they they legally can't pay for people to live in abandoned buildings.
Well,
Man,
I,
y'all
my
don't y'all
question
don't
is,
How
get
do you?
2025 redlining.
well,
2025
Yeah, Dave,
redlining.
you're telling us what people who make your local laws can and can't do legally. I want you to walk that through. Just run that through your
All right,
mind a couple of
I'm
times.
gonna walk this through because we they were originally going to do it on this big industrial site, and they got inspectors and all this other type of stuff, and they said that the soil wasn't conducive or safe for doing any type of city shelter there. And so just by nature, it's so many building codes in Chicago and all of that other type of stuff. The city's not going to risk any type of liability putting a stamp on renting to anybody with an apartment that probably don't even meet Section 8 standards. I would have to assume it'll have to at least be HUD standards.
I want to
well,
I want to
Dave,
share a video with y'all real quick. This is over back in Colorado. So this is the day after it was announced that the Hells Angels might be coming to town. And I saw this video. I wanted to make a short out of it, but I couldn't get it together in time, and I had to go. So just watch this real quick.
Venezuelan gangs, we're here to chase you off. This is our fucking communities. You want to see what gang violence is? We invented gang violence. Came down here to the Lowry Apartments, rented a Big Mod.
For sure, Big Mod 29. Y'all
We
know
down,
what it is?
Yeah, we down here for the same reasons. Right
Facts.
here, Dallas, Dallas and 12th. The Lowry Apartments. We're down here to chase these Venezuelans off.
He gonna get shot.
yeah.
Don't get these clown
Yeah,
ass.
bro. Hold up. I just want us all to understand what we're watching here.
Well, please
You got a
finish the
dude
video.
with a hot dog, dog.
A skinhead and a lesbian, bro.
A skinhead, a Latina lesbian, and a dude with a megaphone and a hot dog. What they call it? The wiener dog? What they call Gosh
I
Hound?
don't know. I don't know that dude's a skinhead though, man. He got a tattoo on the top of his head.
No, he a white Mexican.
Come on,
He a
Dave.
Mexican.
Like you mix them in.
Oh, it's a white Mexican?
Yeah, he a Mexican.
You miss some important
That
parts.
motherfucker stay around the corner.
Hold on, what's the important part?
He's wearing a pink shirt. He had the little dog crawling in his lap and shit, and he was in the passenger seat. It's like, come on, bro.
I think that's like salmon. I don't know if that's real. That's salmon, bro.
Oh my god,
it's worse than
salmon. That's like lavender.
He said
Yo, Clue said the face of unemployment. Man.
No, but that's not the ill part. That's not the ill part. The ill part is he don't have hair, so he had a tattoo, a hairline. That's the ill part.
Oh my god.
Y'all stop laughing, man. They here to help, all right? Don't laugh at the help.
Oh shit.
They gonna save us, y'all. They making America great again, y'all.
Look, we got another one right here. What's
Oh,
up,
okay.
bro?
Let's see.
Look, we're down here to fucking take our country back.
They got 3. Let's see.
You guys want to mob down or what? I got a megaphone in the car. Yeah.
I know what he really said, but it was funny to hear him say that shit. So I got a megaphone in the car.
He got a megaphone?
No, not a real megaphone, but
No, he got him. He actually
got a megaphone.
He do got a megaphone, though, dead ass. But like, I hope that's not all you have. I hope megaphone is code for the gun that you don't want to talk about, because these niggas obviously got straps in the lap right now, and your megaphone don't match they straps to the lap, so it got to be code. Is all I'm saying. Look, just pay attention to the body language. Look.
Fucking take our country back. You guys want to mob down or what? I got
like my man in the passenger seat trying to cover up something.
Yeah, we down here. Americans back down and take this shit back.
Philly's more fucking
Yeah.
than anything.
Dude on the right is reaching.
Maybe Baltimore.
Hey, we making America great again, y'all. It ain't gonna be pretty, but it's gonna be great.
I'm just saying, if it ain't Jax, tell her I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, but yeah, that's wild, man. But here's what I understand, man. Like, what? Okay, I can understand protecting your own. Why would you cross state lines, man? I don't know this area.
Well,
That's
I mean that.
What do you mean?
That,
He live right around the corner.
I disagree with that, because ultimately that's what's required. People are going to have to leave their lives to go do the thing, and that's how wars get won, bro.
No, I can understand if it was a full scale deal, but you talking about like we're the cats from this community. Why you got to have people come out
He
like
is the
cross
cat
state
for that
lines?
community. He live around the corner, man.
Does he really?
Hell yeah! Look at him.
Well, the thing is, like, if it's supposed to be Hell's Angels, like that's kind of a common thing for them to cross lines.
He live right around the corner, man.
No, but Hell's Angels is the logo. I don't want to hear shit about what the folks in the BD's doing if y'all say the Hell Angels, right? If the Hell Angels can hop on bikes and come from 5 states away to represent their logo, y'all need to get up there.
I wouldn't even say shit about that. It would be the same exact thing. But again, I put both things in the same category. Don't expect them to just go do that shit because they believe in America.
The days where me and Dirty come from, we was an organization. The guys out here, I still got respect for the young ones and guys that want to get partake in this riff-raff behavior. They are a gang. They do gang banging behavior. This is what Hell's Angels are. They are a biker gang. They are straight up criminals. They don't have no type of organization. Hell, they be going on the war sometimes with other chapters. I've seen.
Yeah, with the Mongos and shit.
That's that bullshit, Dave. I'm gonna fuck you, Dave. No pause needed. I'm gonna fuck you, nigga. I ain't even gay. I'm gonna strap up and fuck you.
Nah, you got
the
bullshit.
You just ruined this whole show with that. God damn it. Now we gotta drop the whole show.
Yeah, you just ran.
Damn, Dirty.
Man, this cocksucker, man. Oh, Hell's Angels. Like people not. How in the fuck is a Hell's Angel? Look.
Can we get a no Diddy? At least one?
No, I'm a man. No, nigga.
No, this is
gang, jail, buck, break his ass, bro. Jail,
Who we
buck,
talking
break.
to?
Hey, you gonna have to make a point, man, because I'm not
coward
gonna
ass
do this
fucking
conversation.
shit come up here. He got some sly shit to say about niggas. Y'all motherfucking bean eating bitches crossing the border in Mexico talking about, but I got pounds of weed for 100. That's why the Mexicans got cool. But y'all niggas ain't shit. And you got the nerve to talk down on a motherfucker and you a coward? Nigga.
Well, like real quick, I just wanted to touch on American Man.
Oh, I thought he was snapping on me.
Well, American Man was writing out in the chat over like salmon and lavender.
Oh, damn!
Like the color of the dude's shirt. Yeah.
Nigga, disrespectful motherfuckers. And that is why, you know what? That is why to buttress a point. when Snow was like, "Yo, the hood protect dirty." I don't know why he crazy. I respect what came before and how we got there. I sit in a room full of nothing. Man, motherfuckers got to pull guns longer than they fucking thigh out their pants to put it on the table. Like, man, you want a drink? And I be with people. They be like, "Hey, remember me?" They be like, "Oh, that's cool." But what up, dirty? Like, my history, when people scared of niggas, I be like, "You scared of him? He funny as shit." That's how I found out that all killers are comedians, right? Like, yo, they're my guys. Like, I'm cool with the killers because killers respect killers. But once you are a killer that respect killer, you also identify prey. And I do not want prey like Moy to talk to killers in such a fucking way. I'm cool. I crack jokes. I eat tacos. We sip tequila. Man, I'm funny. You do not talk to a fucking killer when you're the prey. Like, the chicken does not talk shit to the wolf. Anyway, go ahead. It's your show, Hope. Go ahead.
Well,
Dirty, I was
damn,
just hearing
man,
the
that
story
man,
about-
he
No,
damn.
keep the show going. Shit.
That's a good
I
time.
was gonna
Bro.
say we gotta talk about like when
You walking to
Are
that,
we
man?
in
I
New
thought he was
Mayor said he didn't want to do it, but our shelter system is now so crowded, even families are getting kicked out. And although tens of thousands of people will soon be homeless, the city says it's got no choice but to evict them.
New York City now has permission to start bringing down the number of people at shelters by imposing a 60-day limit.
All right, that move impacts thousands of migrant families staying at these facilities, including the controversial one on Randall's Island.
The city says that many of these migrants are able to find a new place to live, whether that's with family or friends. The advocates say they are very concerned that this will lead to an uptick in street homelessness.
It's about to get
What's
crazy.
going on in your neck of the woods, man?
It's about to get so ugly on the street right now. Oh man, it's about to be a lot of desperate hoes trying to figure it out.
He said, "I'm gonna get some of this migrant box."
Nah, I don't even want it, honestly, because that should have trapped, bro. Don't you dare. That should have trapped.
Hey, I'm mad at two things, Hood. And before anybody speak anything, I'm mad at two things. First, you Venezuelans, you other so-called parts of the Latina diaspora, how dare y'all come into this country and may not make the price of a brick of cocaine go down or the good ganja. And
Hey,
y'all
dude, I second that. I second that
I
notion.
said that shit. At least the Mexicans came through 100 pounds of dirt bricks.
I mean, gas is cheap. Gas is cheap right now. Gas is cheap as it's been since Biden got in office. That's, there you go.
And
Wait,
you
so it's
Venezuelan
dude-
hoes,
why
I'm
they
mad at
got
y'all
him
that trying to
blacked
make
out? He
motherfucking $40 hoes go out of business by making the pussy $20. I'm mad at y'all.
No, I'm not mad about it. I was only paying $6 anyway. I don't know why the fuck y'all was using two bills.
Yo, dirty folks.
They had the Venezuelan fast houses and
So
shit.
you was already paying migrant prices.
Bro, but 2 tacos, bro. 2 tacos plus tax, 5 something. You want a nickel bag of weed plus
the taco for you, nigga.
Yeah.
No matter where I go, bro,
New York, man, down Roosevelt Avenue, that whole strip, man.
a bitch be like, I like wine. I go get us a whole half a gallon of that bullshit from like the corner store and shit. But they say Moscato, $6. If I, bro, I'm a $6 pussy. Bro, I tell a bitch if I got to pay more than $10, I'm gonna stalk you. You don't want me to do that.
Let's hear more about these desperate migrants, y'all.
Do you have any family here? Anything to
Oh, she gonna be selling pussy.
So you'd be by yourself?
Yeah, it's difficult for me because my baby is too little.
The number of asylum seekers being housed is shrinking. City Hall says limits on shelter stays are being strongly enforced.
I don't call them eviction notices. I call them time limits.
It's not financially sustainable, and it's just not the right things to do. People should not be in shelters their entire lives.
The move.
So where they gonna go though, boss? Like you can't just put them on the street, right? That's
I wish you would have
fucked up.
clipped that with what he said last year, the same time.
Hold on, what did he say last year? 'Cause this nigga, he be talking out both sides of his mouth now.
Remember, he was letting them in, putting them in 5-star hotels. He was talking about, man, we're a sanctuary city. We believe in the rights and.
Didn't you vote him in?
I covered that shit. Fuck no, I ain't vote for no nigga like that. But I covered that shit.
Also to give out stipends.
No. You know how all black folk now you gonna say you ain't vote him in.
Bro, do you know where you are? Fuck you mean I would vote for him?
Matter of fact,
It sound convincing, man. It sound like you was gonna vote on the stand.
He got in by default. because nobody even know who was running for mayor at the time like that. We was focused on a damn COVID situation. So he got him by fucking default. Shit.
Yo, he wild, bro. How y'all trust a man with no hair? He ain't got no hair on his head, no eyebrows, no mustache, no beard, no nose.
Motherfucker made a video press conference on a fancy looking garbage can and shit.
Yeah, bro. How y'all trust a nigga like that? How y'all do that, bro? That's some shit off the movie 7. Remember the movie 7?
Like I said, he got in by default. Like, yo, if motherfucker open for another term,
y'all fumbled the bag over there in
Chicago and New York, bro. We suffering in different ways, bro. We all suffering, bro. The suffering is spread around all over the country, bro. What do you want me to tell you?
Y'all got most of the suffering, man, between the subway and all of this, man.
Hey, yo, 4 people got killed on the blue line, man, while they was sleeping.
Yeah, we still waiting on who it was, dog.
Yes.
I know that shit happened.
4 people this morning, Dirty. 4 people on the Chicago blue line while they was asleep. A crazy psychopath with a gun killed them while they was asleep, bro. It's all over the news.
And they withhold their identities.
That's
After officials promised to crack down on illegal tent encampments in Randall's Island Park, many set up by migrants whose time at the city-run shelter has expired.
Shelters have always been designed to be a temporary stopgap until families can get on their feet. But without inclusive and supportive housing solutions, our shelter system will remain overburdened and our families will continue to fall through the cracks.
The New York City shelter system are now being invited to leave. But even though the city has spent over $5 billion on housing since this crisis began, what these forced evictions of families tell us is that absolutely 0 people have benefited from this humanitarian crisis, except
5 with a B.
I'm gonna tell you, even before this migrant crisis, people was being put in shelters. For
what was that number again?
Because what they did was
5 billion. $5 billion, a billion.
I was like, I ain't mean to interrupt. I'm like, with a B?
A whole Billy. 5 of them.
5 of them?
Y'all got
5 of
man. Why? Oh, wait a minute. How's y'all riding on Chicago talking all this shit about us, dog? Now we find out y'all didn't spend $5 billion. Why ain't y'all black folk voting and getting them out, man?
$5 billion.
Hey, listen, we gotta spread the shame around, bro. There's plenty of shame to go around.
Let me tell you something about this. Let me tell you something about this. It makes me even worse.
I would too.
Let me tell you something about this that make it even worse. They placed them into buildings that they was building for affordable housing or luxury housing in neighborhoods that even the neighbors didn't know about it. And they got mad as hell. I think a neighbor in Harlem. They placed them in that building with a pool inside of it and shit like that. Furnished all apartments before the tenants of neighborhoods living there. They didn't get first dibs. And
let me tell you how this shit works in New York City too, right? I realize it's like the nicer neighborhoods, they don't really have to suffer that shit as much. So like in Park Slope or whatever I'm not Park Slope, it's in Park Slope. No, I forget the name of that neighborhood. It's like Sunset Park, I think. But it's a neighborhood and right off of downtown Brooklyn, they try to bring the migrants in. It's a fancy little white enclave or whatever, hipsters and shit. And they protested the hell out of that. They probably not going to get the migrants. I know in Staten Island, around like where my aunt lived at, they had the migrants, and it was a school that was like, it was abandoned or whatever. The school wasn't no kids in there for a couple of years, and so they had all these different migrants, mad Latinos and Africans and Haitians and whatnot. And I noticed a month or two ago, I went over there, and the whole thing was cleaned up. They got them niggas up out of there. You know what they did? They said, oh, the building is condemned. And so they had to move them to like back into the city or something. And so the parts of the city that got like some juice that could push back, they getting them niggas up out of there. And it's like they probably pushing them into all the real poor parts of the city now. So Brooklyn and Queens is flooded.
No, some areas in the Bronx also.
Bronx too, yeah. That's the other part. Yeah.
Some parts
of Queens,
y'all could have bought an aircraft carrier with that
shit.
They moving in.
I mean, the little aircraft carrier. Y'all would have probably got 3 jets with it for free. Holy shit! I felt.
But we don't need an aircraft carrier, bro. These migrants, they make ethnic food. Who needs aircraft carriers? Have you had a good taco lately?
I have, and it didn't come from a Venezuelan. Name their food.
I don't
Name the
fucking know.
Venezuelan delight.
I really don't even know, bro.
That's a good
See, that's how
question.
useless they are. They don't even have
They
a
like
food.
the least familiar Latinos, bro. Of all the South Americans, like the Venezuelans, I don't know shit about y'all.
What
No,
do y'all
not
know about
only
Venezuelans is they women and shit. That's it.
no,
They
not
got
even just Latino. Anybody who speaks Latin. We know Italy got spaghetti, pasta. We know Spain got the rice. We know Portugal got that funny shit they do with melons. Like everybody else will speak Spanish. We know what you're doing. Brazil, y'all speak Spanish and Portuguese. We love y'all. We come down there and give you
Yeah.
$40. What
Yeah.
do Venezuelans do?
Oh,
Apparently,
communism.
they make women.
about the Venezuelans is
Communism.
they women. The pussy. That's it.
Yeah, apparently they sell pussy.
Everybody makes hot women.
Exactly. That's
Yeah, there's a
That's
few
not.
ugly tribes out
Yeah.
there. I would say there's a couple of really ugly tribes, but yeah.
Neck down, bro. Neck down. You gotta.
All right, I'm
gotta
gonna lay off hood, man. I understand, man. I understand now. Holy shit, 5 billion. Man.
Whoever got the $5
You trying
billion
to rally the
Yes,
nation.
bus
You
after
right.
bus from
You
the
need
southern
to rally
border
the
arrived in New York, we heard from many of our elected officials how great the asylum crisis would be for everyone involved. We were told people fleeing poverty would have fantastic new lives here in America. We were told new workers were on their way, which would benefit local businesses facing employee shortages. And we were told that New York City would thrive and flourish like never before as we welcomed in the next generation of
Hood milk
I
sounds
know what you're about
wild.
to say, man. I know what you're about to
Hood
say.
milk.
Milk, right?
I do not endorse that particular brand. I wouldn't even trust them
Hood
to
milk.
call Hood milk.
Hell no, hood. You been caught, boy. Your family rich.
Let me find out. So wait, that's why there's a that's the crisis. That's what you did with the hood, man. Y'all instead of going to the sperm bank, y'all was like, hold on, we're gonna use this for milk. We're gonna make our own milk. We're gonna call it hood milk. Bang bang bang.
Damn, look, he trying to laugh it off.
Like I said, I do not endorse this particular brand. Do not purchase this brand at my recommendation. You do not have my endorsement.
Racist, man.
A potential brand you can endorse is that one.
That's just like hood, man.
Like
that's like the level 10 Coleman.
Like a potential brand you can endorse was that one dude on the panel. He was going by Dr. Hood.
Dr. Hood. Oh yeah, that was wild. He was the guy. Free Zone. You asked about that a minute ago in the chat. So Dr. Hood was the guy. He was like, he wants to vote Democrat because I guess he thinks he's gonna get his reparations, right? And so the funny thing was, I was like, wait, let me jump in this part. Let me pick a fight with this guy real quick. And I'm like, bro, so because he said I'm not going to the red team. He said, no matter what, don't try to tell me to go to the red team. And I'm like, what's wrong with that? And he's like, because they fucking racist. I'm like, so you think they hate you more than the blue team? Hold on. So the blue team turns your women against you, tells the women to abort your next generation.
They didn't have to be told that.
Forces you to pay all this money for the women who hate you. Now you got all these men who are in the country just competing with you, and you gonna tell me that the red guys hate you more than all that?
Bro, hey, Hood, in the chat, bro, I was asking like how he couldn't give not one example. You just sounded like just like the bitches in a fucking hood, bro.
I don't even be on these. I need to follow y'all on these YouTube streets, man. Y'all.
I was over on Mr. Fantastics. You know who Fantastic is, right?
Yeah, I ain't sub to him though.
Yeah, he had like a really big show today, and I was on a panel, and that whole thing came up. It was an interesting moment. Like niggas it's a weird psychological block that dudes have, where like I guess it's called what's that thing where your terrorist, your hostage beats you, and you start to love him or whatever. It's like
called
Stockholm syndrome.
Stockholm syndrome, but I just call it your mama black, but same thing.
Well, it's black mama Stockholm syndrome, really.
Munchausen syndrome on that because the way they just think they just sick, bro. I mean, you might as well add that on the list too. They just sick.
Well, Munchausen is more like what you do as the perpetrator. Like the victim doesn't have Munchausen, right?
Hey,
so
it's the Democrats.
The Democrats have Munchausen. The Democrats are like the crazy mother with Munchausen. That's different. But here's the thing, right? it's like blacks are so wedded to this idea that the Republicans hate them, no matter how much evidence that the Democrats are like, they're literally poisoning your water, bro. They're not doing anything that looks like love, but you think the Republicans hate you. It's the weirdest thing, and you can't shake that shit.
Because your mama black. Bro, look. All black problems come because you listen to girls with clothes on. Like, I diagnosed this like a
It
long
sounds
time ago.
simple, but he kind of right about that.
Think about somebody like Tyrese.
Oh,
Not look, he cries on every show, but think about somebody like Tyrese, who in one moment is like, yo, I miss my mom, I love my mom, it's nothing like a mother's love. And the next moment be like, yeah, we had to act retarded, man. My mom was trying to get SSI for us, man. I ain't know how to read at first. We ain't never go to school. Like, your mama wasn't shit, Tyrese. But you love your mama. Now you're trying to replace your mom. Like, do you know why I slept with so many women? It's not because I was a womanizer. It's because I was dealing with black girls because my grandmother asked me to find a black wife. And I was just trying to figure out how to not date a woman like my mother. I love my mother, but that's my dad, baby mom. And I can't ask my dad, how can I find a woman not like yours? Because I saw what you chose, right? And I saw your mistress. She dumber than your wife, right? I'm like, yeah, I can't go to my dad. I got to go outside and explore, go on my little side quest and shit, just to find out Tyler's going to title. So there is no bad black woman because all black women good. You can ask them, right? Well, I'm a good woman. They all good women, right? Fuck it. But they're horrible human beings.
Horrible.
They're not even really good at being women, but you know, women don't come in black. Just like roll with it.
Click that link, American man. We're about to get up out of here.
That's Gucci on the market though. I've done the research. I've tried with this
I know what
land.
happened there. When he thought about that $5 billion, he ain't never been the same, man. My bad, man.
Yeah, $5 billion though, man.
$5 billion, bro.
Man,
They
look,
gonna
look,
tax
we
the
gotta
fuck
go
out
back
of
to
y'all,
New York. I mean, Chicago, we ain't shit either. Dirty. I don't know how much we had spent on the so-called
500 million.
500 million ain't 5 billion. Like Chicago just put our migrants in the police station, so they only got to wait for nothing.
I mean, New York City's got a budget like a small country, though. So
I get it.
They gonna tax y'all like a small country,
like our police department is like an army technically. There's thousands of soldiers.
Hood, I'm glad you said that. The New York City Police Department is like the 14th or 15th largest military in the world.
Yeah, you guys don't really get the monster you're dealing with.
I do get that.
like
in Chicago, I need you guys to understand that you could reduce your police force by 75% if y'all cancel Section 8.
Yep.
Do you know that the number one safest city in America with more than 50,000 people? This is a lot of small towns. With more than 50,000 people, the safest city in America is in upstate New York.
Yeah, I think it would be a process, but you're right. Over time, yeah.
The secret of their success is it's federal mandate that you have to take Section 8. That's some bully shit too. It's like you got to take migrants, right?
Anyway,
so what they did is they only allow one person every 18 years. So that one bitch got to ride it out. And when she leave, they'll replace her with somebody else. So they only have one Section 8 resident in a whole town of 54,000 people. And they only need 17 cops.
Damn.
American man, there was a point
Dirty,
you wanted to make before we got out of here.
Yeah. Let me explain to you why these guys are so stuck to the Democratic Party. If you guys haven't realized, they have effectively made black people believe that Democrat is black. No one else has that problem. That's why Joe Biden was able to say, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black, and black people rushed out to vote for him. They have made these people believe that black is Democrat, right? Like when you listen to black people, they act like the Democrat Party is an exclusively black party. That's the way they act. And so therefore, these males, because they're not men, they're males. If these males decide to go off and not vote Democrat, to them, they're cursing their mother. That's why they're stuck, because it's like, okay, if I abandon my mother, then I'm abandoning my blackness. So that transfers over to the Democrat Party with these people. Just pay attention to how black people act and talk about the Democrat Party. It is it is as if it is their ethnicity, as if it is their skin color. They're
I want
highly
to.
attached to the Democrat Party.
I want to give a shout out to Freestyle with the $2 Cash App. He says he's no racist, he's a classist, and quality of life is key. Thanks for that, man. Appreciate y'all. We about to wrap this thing up here. Any closing thoughts before we get out of here, gentlemen?
Well, I'll go first, and you know, I dip off first. Well, it seems like America, we not only are dealing with basically a massive take over invasion, thanks by the liberal left. We might be in a possible civil war because the right and everybody in the like might be wanting to go ahead and say, man, we all gonna have to fight. Again, who paying for this again? I'm trying to see how much of our tax dollars locally, state, and nationwide in the long run. What's going to be the last cost benefit of this fiasco that we call the Biden Harris administration? And people in the city of Chicago and Aurora, I hate to say it, your city, your police have failed you. Y'all fucked. I just hope y'all know how to shoot right and keep y'all butthole tight, like Dirty told y'all.
God damn.
Yeah. So, y'all gentlemen have a good night. Hood, you have a good one. Dirty.
Hey, slide down on my channel, man. We gonna keep it move. We gonna keep this party going.
I'm kind of
Yeah, click that link in the chat, man. We sliding over. Click the link in the chat, y'all.
Yeah,
Okay,
we gonna keep the party going.
Okay. I'll be there. Man. I'm kind of scared because you ain't say no Diddy not one time.
I told you I'm penitentiary in the nigga, bro. I'm gonna help him get that Kool-Aid lipstick. He be acting like he got.
Yo, listen. I got enough editing work. Y'all gonna force me to do some editing?
Right then. I was good right then. Look, I want to blame all of this sanctuary migrant stuff on the late Mayor Harold Washington from Chicago. Once again, black people, your cowardice has come to, come home to roost. He started the sanctuary city thing, but he did it for a different reason. But they've modified it over the last 30 years, 40 years. Damn, we've been there for a minute to use it against us right now. So, shout out to Harold Washington for being the first black mayor in Chicago who didn't want to be black. Like, I got to be pop. If you guys heard Obama, everything Obama said was Mayor Harold Washington. The bipartisanship, I'm not going to do anything specifically for black Chicago. I'm Chicago's mayor. I'm not just a black mayor. All of that, everything you heard from Obama was Harold Washington. And they used that good vibe in order to fuck you over, bro. He should have been a tyrant. He should have been like the Bushes. Like, I don't give a fuck about America. Texas building, baby. Like, you lost your crib. We building in Texas, baby. But anyway, yeah, man, we gonna continue over there, man. But yeah, I appreciate you having me up, bro.
No doubt. Anytime.
I'm out here too. All right.
We all good, Dave, man. I had to respect the bounty, bro. But
I thank the bounty. I'm still trying to figure out who gave it, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have known my worth like that.
Don't you worry about who thinks you're worth something, man.
Value in this guy.
Nobody till somebody kills you, Dave. You're welcome.
Hey, we about to welcome up there, folks on couch.
If it wasn't for him, I'd never been a 5-star Dave.
Well, Dave, you died the other day, so technically this is a good thing for you.
Listen, this all happened when we killed you, bro. Life got better for you after we killed you.
Hey, right quick, while you're doing the end, man. I'm gonna go ahead and bounce off here, man. The link, Dirty, the link for the StreamYard is in the chat. Hurry up and go grab it. That way I can erase it.
Yeah, I already did it. You didn't see the back chat message. We vibing right here.
The link for the Angry Folks podcast is in the chat. Come over and check us out, man. You'll like it. I'm out of here. Oh, by the way, fuck ninjas. I'm out.
Oh, fucking
hell. That was racist.
I won't even edit that part out.
Disrespected, man.
But
yeah, my final thoughts is great conversation as always, and I just thought it was interesting that, like, surprisingly, Dave was quiet for a long time on that panel.
I was knighted to 5-star general in that time.
Earlier on Fantastic. You had way more discipline, bro. You come over here, be stomping your muddy feet on the couch and shit.
I won't do that.
But yeah,
no more, man.
peace out. Thanks. Have a good night, everyone.
I gotta live up to this title now.
Anyway, don't start smelling yourself, Dave. We're gonna make a smooth transition, y'all.
Somebody gave him 5-star. Wait, so somebody?
Nah, he got put out with a $10 bounty for about 30 minutes, and he feels like he's a real criminal now.
Oh, you a quarter of the bitch you worship, huh? You a $10 nigga for a $40 bitch. Look, that's crazy. You should have gave him $5 then. He for five. Look,
Man, don't hate on my ops.
5-star Dave, y'all, man. Listen, hit that like button, man. Click that link to the Dirty Snow podcast, or is it the Angry Folks?
We ran it. We angry folks now. It make more sense, man. We angry folks now.
Angry Folks does make more sense. Dirty Snow is just shit you pissed on. Like, no. Angry Folks, here we go. Angry Folks, y'all. So we're going to make a seamless transition to the Angry Folks podcast. I thank everybody who was a part of this show tonight. This is actually a pretty big show. You guys were awesome. Thank you so much for donating. Like I said, you can't do it without y'all. I appreciate y'all for feeding my panda. Keep the show alive, man. Keep the pandas alive. Y'all have a good night. Click that link to the Angry Folks podcast, and we are out of here, y'all.
It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done.